Okay, I think we're live. What's going on, everybody? I am Double D, and welcome to the Brickyard 400 watch party for 2025. So the last race of the in-season challenge is going to be the Battle of the Ties, Ty Dillon and Ty Gibbs. Hoping Ty Dillon wins. It'd be good to see an upset, especially when he came from 32nd in the bracket. Well, let's put down my prediction for today's race. So I predict Alex Bowman's going to win. And I think it's a good prediction because he's had the momentum behind on the past few races. And I feel like Indianapolis is a race where he could get it done. As I discussed last week on the Double D podcast, drivers are still fairly new to this track. So I believe this is where Alex Bowman's going to take advantage. Let's take a look at the top 10. We got Chase Briscoe, Bubba Wallace, Eric Jones, Tyler Reddick, Ty Gibbs, William Byron, Chris Buescher, Carson Hocevar, AJ Allmendinger, and Austin Cindric. What an interesting top 10. And then SVG starting 11th. Wow. I missed some qualifying yesterday. You got 12th, Kyle Busch, 13th, Kyle Larson, 14th, Keselowski, 15th, Logano, 16th, Bell, 17th, Josh Berry, 18th, Gregson, 19th, Todd Gilliland, 20th, Austin Dillon. Then my pick to win, Alex Bowman starting 21st. 22nd, McDowell. 23rd, Priest. 24th, Blaney. 25th, Riley Earps. 26th, Ty Dillon. 27th, Zane Smith. 28th, Justin Haley. 29th, Cole Custer. And Chase Elliott with a bad qualifying run in 30th. I believe he'll work his way through the field. 31st, Janice Suarez. 32nd, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 33rd, Ross Chastain. 34th, Cody Ware. 35th, Jesse Love. 36th, John Renewcheck. 37th, Josh Bilicki. 38th, Catherine Legg. And 39th, Denny Hamlin, who wrecked in qualifying. Woo! Made it through there before the race is going to start. Let's go. And here they are. NASCAR today is racing at the greatest spectacle in racing. The track is the greatest spectacle. The Indianapolis Motor Speedway at the Brickyard 400. Chase Briscoe, Indiana born, side by side with Bubba Wallace. Green flags in the air for the Brickyard 400. Not a good start by Eric Jones. He's going to hold the inside line off quite a bit. But the top 5 are clear to 1. As Briscoe leads. Oh, William Byron trying to go for a move. But he got blocked by Tyler Reddick right there for third. And Briscoe's going to lead lap 1. It's going to be interesting to see how this race plays out. I bet fuel strategy is going to... Always interesting strategy here in Indianapolis. We do got stages, though, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be a factor. So remember last year, Keselowski was trying to stretch it on fuel. They got a late race caution. That ended his chances of winning Brickyard 400.
acceleration. As it gets later in the race, it's going to be harder. She said that the fence would be higher. That frustrated way, a good battle. See Blaney here. Ryan Briggs, Ty Dillon all part of that mix. Good cars coming from the back in the headliner. Denny Hamlin, we mentioned what happened to him in qualifying yesterday. Most recent winner looking for his first victory in the Brickyard.
All right, so your top 10 as they run, we got top 10 is Chase Briscoe, Bubba Wallace, Tyler Reddick, William Byron, Eric Jones, Ty Gibbs, Chris Buescher, Carson Hocevar, Austin Cindric, and AJ Allmendinger. It's your top 10.
This is what Halo wants to see right before it comes out side by side in front. So he's thinking he's going to get a free position right here. If he can fill in with the 99, he's not close enough to do it. It's a missed opportunity for Halo. But somebody gets to work. He wants to jump in and fill that line. Danielle.
Yeah, Steve, you mentioned Denny Hamlin gaining track position, already up 9 spots since the start of this race. I talked to his crew chief, Chris Hale, this morning. That's a backup car that took 7.5 hours yesterday to get ready, put engine in.
Yeah, Denny Hamlin's already up to 30th from last. So he's picked up a few spots. So is Chase Elliott. He started 30th. He's now in 27th.
He feels good about it. I asked how you make a track position to get Denny this Brickyard 400. He's always wanted. He said, no one's better than Denny at picking them off one at a time.
Well, Sandy in the pre-race, you know, he thanked everybody for the effort, but I will admit his optimism didn't see it through the roof with the car that had down low. 77 Hocevar sitting right there in front of the two of Austin Cindric. Hocevar at 8, Cindric at 9. Hocevar lost the spot down the front straightaway to Buescher just a few laps ago. You talk about risk reward at this place, and immediately I think of this guy, Carson Hocevar, because he just always lives on the edge. I just kind of wondered about his car because he just lost that position to Buescher. Buescher has drove away. Now is 77 holding up the 2? Is there a balance issue? Let's listen in.
Might be able to do a little later turn in if you can help. Sit down under eagle. But he's in the bottom for sure. Get back to the 6.
Talk about the challenges he's dealing with inside the car already in this race. And this racetrack will change a lot, Steve. It's really, really hot, so it doesn't have a ton of grip.
Yeah, so top 10 still about the same.
Balance is going to be different in each corner. These corners all look the same, but they drive completely different. Turn 1 is really tight. The balance of the car is going to be real tight. Then in turn 2, a little freeing up as you get to 3 and 4. And so getting the car perfect in every corner is not a possibility, but the driver's going to have to deal with some things they don't love. Let's listen into the 2 car here. Alan, what you got?
Austin Cindric is up 1 spot already early on in this race. There's always pressure when you come to Indianapolis Motor Speedway where Roger Penske owns it. You are Roger Penske's driver. But the 2 team, they love their car in practice.
Oh, and here comes Reddick. About to pass his teammate for second, and he does. Reddick's up to second on Bubba Wallace. Yes, rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. Say whatever you want about him, but he started wrestling totally. I give the one out without him and Vince McMahon. And wrestling entertainment might not have been a thing. Yeah, a lot of multiple names died this week. Just that type of strange week that unfortunately happens.
In Indianapolis for the first time in his career. How about this? He's led in the last 4 events. The longest streak he's ever enjoyed at that top level.
Apologize if I'm kind of slow today. I took a big nap before this race started. Not feeling the best today, but I'm on here.
Make sure you get a free 5G phone and real unlimited data from Straight Talk, so you can show Grandma their new sneakers. Stream the last.
But yeah, well, let's talk about the Xfinity race yesterday, though. Austin Hill took out Eric Almirola on purpose. I mean, I guess you can kind of be angry at Eric Almirola for kind of blocking him a couple times and kind of racing him not as good. But Austin Hill had no right to right hook Eric Almirola into the wall at a high place known as Indianapolis. He's probably going to get a one-race suspension, in my opinion. If he doesn't, that's outrageous.
It's why we built a nationwide network of parts and exceptional service, all driven by one mission: to keep businesses big, small, and everything in between.
Hey, if you tune in to my podcast Wednesday, that'll be a discussion to talk about.
Can you believe this, man? Everyone's getting that new Simply Safe Outdoor Honor. Now they can help prevent crime before it even
Reddick's kind of closed the gap on Chase Briscoe, but he just hasn't gotten close. Could this be another issue where dirty air comes into play today?
Whoa, I didn't even see those guys. So what about us now?
Or do you think it's more of you're saving fuel right now?
There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Oh, shoot, there's 50 laps in stage one. That's kind of long for Indianapolis. I'm pretty sure you're going to have to make a pit stop before the stage ends.
By customizing car insurance with Liberty Mutual.
We ordered a limo.
Yes, Alex Bowman. I predicted he'd win today. I mean, he's got good momentum the past few races. I think he's got a chance. Even if he started in 21st, he'll work his way to the front somehow. Yeah, I was looking at the qualifying order for this race today, and it looked insane. Like, let me read you your top 10 for the starting grid. You had, of course, you had Briscoe on pole. I don't think it's a surprise. And you had Byron in the top 10. But you had Bubba Wallace, Eric Jones, Ty Gibbs, Carson Hocevar, Austin Cindric, and A.J. Allmendinger. Then you had SVG start 11th, which I think that's crazy. Usually you don't get that type of order at certain tracks. Anyways, back to the race. Still about the same running order. I doubt there's going to be as much going on at the beginning. I think it's pretty much drivers trying to figure out their cars, trying to figure out how they're going to run, what they need, adjustments they need to make so they can get to the front later in the race. And what strategies they need to do.
Inside the race with HBO Max on the NASCAR driver cam presented by.
Think how meaningful that is that Chase Briscoe got pole yesterday, though. And if he wins this race, too. Indiana born, he could win here.
Watch NASCAR driver cam all season long only on HBO Max.
Got on board with Chase Briscoe, the Toyota camera. Rear bumper looking out at Reddick. Little telemetry up there at the top left corner. We'll see how much he's using the gas. There's a conversation around, this is going to be a race where you're going to try to save fuel all day, run as hard as you need to, but also try to not have to put more fuel in your car than less fuel you have.
Yeah, you notice Chase Briscoe's not keeping it in fifth gear, so that way he doesn't use as much fuel. That's another way to save fuel. Either just coast in the corners or just have low revs going through the gears. Reddick's getting a little bit closer, though. I'm starting to think some of these cars are just saving fuel for the moment.
Chase Briscoe said a moment ago, I'm smoking the right rear too much. And yes, that pace too that you mentioned, you can tell these lap times have slowed down quite a bit from what these cars can do.
Yeah, that's an interesting stat. Chase Briscoe has finished second the past two races. Finished second at Sonoma and second at Dover. Could this be today where he finally is in first? I mean, he did win at Dover, but before that, he had some bad finishes. But just have to see. Don't want to jinx it, but SVG's running 12th. Elliott's running 27th, and Hamlin's running 33rd. So even those cars haven't really made much ground, unless they're going to make some pit strategy go their way.
What is the strategy? What's the plan? And I would imagine about 10 laps because these cars go to pit road.
Now, I think the delta here without going a lap down, if you're going to pit, is a little bit before 15 seconds. Because you have the option to pit, but if you pit too far away from the leader, you could go a lap down. You don't want that to happen. Well, so that's kind of the point I've had like the entire year and in the past about these next-gen cars at these high-speed tracks. It's mostly a fuel-saving game, and it just hurts the quality of the racing. We got I mean, I didn't know like staying behind cars and having to save fuel was that much of an issue in like a Gen 6 car. With that, it was raw pace. Already. Closer and closer to Chase Briscoe. Now the question is he going to want to lead some laps or is he just saving his stuff? We're already on lap 17 of 160.
Right on the back deck of Briscoe, down the back straightaway. And he's pretty happy to be in this position. You know, the gas pretty early prepared up really as far as he can. Got the track position he wants. Yeah, pace slowed down almost 2 seconds. And that's not really tire fall off, that's just fuel consumption. They're just stacking the field up. I think in practice we have about a second of fall off at this point.
Yeah, look at that line of cars all the way down to AJ Allmendinger, I think, in 10th. And now Reddick. Look, oh, big crash. Ross Chastain. Into the wall. In that Busch Light line Chevrolet. It looks like another car was involved in that. They're going to have to see who that is. It looks like Chastain's day is done. So before pit stops, we already got a caution.
It was 15th in this race a year ago. First caution of the day, lap 18.
He's just blocking a little bit. Everybody's
See Chastain trying to be aggressive to block further in the back, and Michael McDowell wasn't going to slow down, and it collects Chastain. McDowell may have a little bit of damage. But Chastain, we know his day is done. Wow. I'm not going to lie, that was not a good block by Chastain.
So, all the drivers in the field, as we know, are saving fuel. And when you're doing it's sort of an unorthodox thing to do. You're not really sure, how hard a car is going to go in the corner. Everybody's lifting really early. So what's happening right here, real quick, Chastain's pointing towards the A post. So if we zoom back in on the A post where Chastain is pointing, there's a valve right there. What he's asking for is there's a hydraulic system that this official right here jogging up in the white fire suit, he's going to plug in with a CO2 cartridge. It fully extends all the shocks with the idea that you can drive back. Very simply, two options. If they have to tow you back, they're towing you to the garage. You can still work on your car. You have to go to the garage. It's going to take a lot more time. This right here will extend all the shocks to try to air it up. Now, unfortunately for Ross sitting in the car, I think if he would do a quick walk around, I don't think this is a case for just needing air in the shocks. This car is pretty damaged. That's what he's asking. Oh, I take that back. He's going to drive it off. So
He's rolling, guys. He's rolling.
Chastain does a nice job saying, hey, air the shocks up. You see it kind of on the left side A post is that little green box they plugged in.
Yeah.
Now this car's damaged. I don't think it's going to save a lot of time, but
Chastain's trying to get it back to pit road, but his race is pretty much done. That car is destroyed.
I don't think he understands the level of damage he has, but I appreciate the grind.
A nice assist from the AMR safety team. I rewind to May, last crown jewel race. Chastain from the back to the front. He wins the Cup 600. Early crash here in the Brickyard.
pit road yet. Looking back at that crash, it's just insane.
Yeah, so pit road is not open yet.
They were trying to do with the guy in the back of the pack just running over each other, getting out of the corner.
Chase Briscoe leads. You're watching the Brickyard 400 presented by BPG. Disney Plus, Hulu, and HBO Max together for $16.99 a month.
Yeah, so I think the top 10 still about the same. So that involved Chastain and Michael McDowell. So you got Chase Briscoe, Tyler Reddick, Bubba Walls, William Byron, Eric Jones, Ty Gibbs, Busher, Hocevar, Cindric, and AJ Allmendinger. Now it's kind of disappointing that caution came out because we were about to see a battle between Reddick and Chase Briscoe, and then Chastain crashed. Personally, I would not have made that aggressive of a block that early. You got to get there to the end.
Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, or fevers, chills, muscle aches, or cough occur, or you've had a vaccine or plan to. Before starting, get checked for infections, tuberculosis, and liver problems.
Give yourself a chance to say, I'm back.
Ask your dermatologist about himself.
This is going to be interesting to see how these pit stops go.
Own a design studio. Win a really big design contract. Realize you're more the creative type than the finance type. Realize you got this. Use QuickBooks to get your cash flow flowing. Get live expert assistance to maximize your tax savings. Get back to doing what you love. Manage and grow your business all in one place. Intuit QuickBooks, your way to money.
Wake up fully charged. And power up with 760 horsepower. And step up with value that goes the distance.
So I was adding this diecast to my collection on Lionel. I got the Chase Elliott White scheme. It's a 164. I'm trying to collect all the Chase Elliott 2025 164s. Did get a couple of the 124s, but
You gotta dip your chicken strips.
yeah, I'm definitely getting as much Chase Elliott diecast as I can.
And a little thing we love about Chick-fil-A chicken strips.
All the different sauces you can dip to it. I like to line up all my favorite sauces so that in every bite I have a different flavor. Then the tenderness of the chicken, the juiciness of it, it's all there.
And for me, I like to mix my sauces so I get a little tang and I get a little sweetness all in one bite. That's just a recipe for a good time. You know?
That's what makes it great. Like that's what does it great.
That's what I'm saying.
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
NASCAR Cup Series racing on TNT is brought to you by Straight Talk Wireless, real unlimited data for fans of fast, official partner of NASCAR. The Credit One Bank NASCAR American Express card. And by Napa Auto Parts.
This is a tough situation right here because basically the whole field is on the lead lap, and I expect everybody to
Make sure I'm still going live. I believe I am.
This is normally
Okay, it's still working.
Track position. Logano's going to join us. Strategy call for 3.
Here we go. Pit stops. It looks like pretty much everyone's pitting.
Why these pit stalls are not a lot of room to work. Here's Marty Snyder.
And James Small reminded Chase Briscoe of that fact of how narrow these stalls are coming to pit road. He comes
Yeah, besides Gateway, Indianapolis is the most narrowest pit stall on the calendar.
He said his car was starting to migrate a little bit free, and that's a common theme for the Toyota camp. Same for his teammate, Bubba Wallace. It's going to be right-side tires for everyone here.
Yeah, some are just taking 2 tires.
They end up pit road, right-side tires only.
Briscoe's away.
Will leapfrog his teammate, Tyler
Bubba picked up position. So did Eric Jones. Kyle Busch picked up 3 spots. Larson also picked up 3 spots. But I wonder if there was anyone else in the back that took 4. Would that make a difference?
You want me to take that for you?
That's okay.
Even taking a photo can be tough for young homeowners turning into their parents.
Okay, everybody, big smiles. Very good.
Okay, phone back.
One more for safety. There you go.
Okay, thank you.
All right, let's do a fun one. Hold up the buildings behind you. Hold up the buildings. That's great.
I'm so sorry.
How do you all know each other? You friends?
Greg.
Okay, everybody jump in there at the same time.
Progressive can save you from becoming their parents, but we can save you money
So your top 10 now. Oh, looks like the Penske cars stayed out, possibly.
Like some drugs for bipolar 1 disorder, nausea, vomiting, and
Well, everybody, I think, except Blaney. They had Cedric Logano and Josh Berry. And then after them, you got Chase Briscoe, Bubba Wallace, Tyler Reddick, Eric Jones, William Byron, Chris Buescher, Kyle Busch, AJ Allmendinger, Carson Hocebar, and Kyle Larson. SVG's in 14th.
Fanapt prolongs the QT interval and may be associated with abnormal heart rhythm or sudden death. In 5% or more of people in clinical trials, heart rate increases, dizziness, hypertension, weight gain, dry mouth, stuffy nose, sleepiness.
Just have to see how this restart's going to go.
Have been observed. These are not all the side effects. Talk to your prescriber and learn more at fanapt.com.
Oh, what would probably get me going? I'm going to go give me a Baja Blast real quick. Be right back.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. Here at Xfinity, we want to do our part to keep one thing the same, with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. So no matter how your other costs change, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi, with our best equipment included, for a price that stays exactly the same.
I get 5% cash back on the monthly category I choose when I pay with my PayPal debit card. You gonna go? You can pay your own way. I use PayPal to buy this ticket, paying it off at the time. No fees, no interest.
You know what else is no interest? Me.
You can pay your own way. I'm still in here.
More savings, more flexibility. The rewarding and trusted way to pay. PayPal.
He's the reigning champ.
Sam Mayer is going to win at Iowa.
On the short track at Iowa Speedway.
He is the man to beat. We're going to become the powerhouse soon.
This Saturday. Wake up.
All right, I'm back. I'm going to get fueled up now.
Sam Mayer looks to burn past the competition on the Iowa track he dominated in 2024. Hey, win it again. The NASCAR Xfinity Series. This Saturday live.
Dang, this one's hard to get open.
Only on the CW.
There you go.
DraftKings Sportsbook is your home for live betting, and new customers can bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets instantly. Download the app and use the promo code SPEED when you sign up.
Take a look at some replays from this crash with Chastain. Looking at how hard this car is backed into the fence.
Yeah, McDowell had to get a little bit of damage there.
On the right front.
Showing on that replay.
They've done a lot of work to get this car to where it can absorb some of these crashes. Seen drivers injured with crashes similar to that earlier races with the next gen. Very thankful for the work that's been done to allow those cars to absorb the damage. It was the second one absolutely right. But I think it was you would say you talking about just an unnatural kind of stack of them. They're 2 seconds off the pace. Yeah, backing off. And they're backing off. Yeah, you're backing off. You know you're going to lift hundreds of yards before the entry to the corner.
All right, so restart. Cedric Logano and Josh Berry. 1, 2, 3, and then you got Chase Briscoe. You're pitting for 2 tires in the 4th, and then you got the rest of the field.
Stay out. Okay. Where you're 3/4 times faster than the guys in front of you, and he couldn't pass them, so take the clean air and drive off.
Paul Wolf is the Mad Hatter a little bit.
Yeah, we'll get this restart underway. First goal, keep that track position, then we can figure out exactly what the strategy is. I have an idea, but the first goal is to keep good track position.
All right. Got some drivers going 2 or 3 wide in the back.
Yeah, 3 wide back in the back. Cars trying to take advantage of these restarts. This is a great opportunity to
Cedric still leads, and Briscoe with a power move
quickly pass cars. You see
past Josh Berry. He is up to 3rd. So we got Cedric and Logano 1, 2. Now you got drivers going for passes here.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, man. Buescher had to make a big move to try not to run into the side of Hocebar.
Buescher tries to clear Hocebar. He loses some momentum going up the track. He's going to be challenged by Kyle Busch there. Oh, Byron. Oh, he's got hit towards the wall by Tyler Reddick there. But Byron's going to complete the pass.
Back to 8th in the running order. Austin Dillon, Avalon EFL racing off of turn 2. That's the 3 and the 20.
The SVG on the inside, he's going to get trained. The drag's going to be a little strong at the back straightaway. Bill blocking.
Oh, man. Some of these drivers are being aggressive on these tires.
In the 16.
Almendinger making a move on Bell.
AJ had speed yesterday, qualified inside the top 10, driving 13 Colin.
On these restarts, and they run hard as heck. For a while, until the big one settles down, and they start trying to save fuel. How much can I lift without losing a spot or giving up a position? Big damage by Suarez right there. That's the whole conversation deal, right? Because Cedric and Logano is now just going to try to stack the field up. And it wouldn't shock me if they're going to try to go all the way to lap 50 with those yellows. That's way outside what I thought. They're either going to try to pin under the lead, which if they hold the lead, they can pull off. But if you lose the lead, you can't really pin out the lead. You know, you can't pin it out.
My question is, I wonder how long the tires are going to go for the top two.
His block right here is going to go bad for SVG. Ty Gibbs is showing some patience, but I think he's running out of it from where I see, right? He's there, and SVG, the blocks are just a little late. I think he's ready to block, but very late.
Back to the front of the field, Cedric, and a report from out. Yeah, no talk for Cedric about making it the entire stage, but I talked to Sushi earlier today about this exact strategy and trying to get as big of a gap as he can so they can without losing a lap and then trying to keep that track position at the stage break. So they told him after this restart, get as big of a gap as you can to maybe hit without losing that lap.
Oh, Michael McDowell with the problem.
71 into the wall, I believe, on the track.
That should be a caution. He hit the wall.
It certainly looks that way.
Yeah.
We stay green for now.
I don't see any damage to the body where there's been contact with the wall, but he does definitely have a right front tire down.
Yeah, there's debris coming off that tire. I believe that should be a caution.
A little nose contact with Chastain. So maybe there's some undercarriage or underbody damage that has been rubbing the tires. He's been going around the track and cut it down. They did a little bit of work.
I'm surprised it's not a caution.
That damage on the splitter. So back to Allen's update on the 2. That's a great update, Allen. I didn't know they could make it to the end. Allen says it's not their plan. So it takes about 49 or 50 seconds to pit and put 4 tires on and rejoin the field. Lap times 51, 52, 53 seconds. So you can understand how close this is going to be.
Look at that. McDowell's still on the track.
Now they catch the 71 still smoking.
Okay, he's getting off of it now.
Marty, but it just gets very close to you. Any sort of hiccup, you would lose a lap.
Yeah, meanwhile, we were watching Ty Gibbs just a moment ago. He is stuck back in 19th position. They went with 4 tires on that last stop. Listen to why Chris Gabehart made that decision.
Tires are going to matter here quite a bit. That was quite a bit more wrong than anybody was expecting. And that's going to be a pretty long run for the end here. So.
But Steve, how tough is it if you're in Chris Gabehart's position to give up all that track position? They were in the top 5 before the stop right now at 19.
Yeah, I just don't agree that the fall off is real. I agree that the data he is looking at, what he's saying is the lap times are slowing down more than we expected. I just feel that being generated by this whole fuel conversation. Now, look, Chris Gabehart knows his stuff. So he has better tools than I have up here in the TV booth. He might be seeing something the way cars are moving around and sliding. To his point, it's a long run, still 23 to go. So it could be the last 10 laps of this run of this 54 can launch forward with those extra one-side tires.
Noah Gregson unscheduled pit stop. He was 16th, and he's now fallen outside the top 30. Here's Danielle.
Adam, you're just showing Ty Gibbs running 19th. The spot in front of him, Daniel Suarez, 18th. And Steve, you're exactly right. He said we are going to be saving fuel from the drop of the green flag, just like we would at a Speedway Daytona at Talladega. He finished 8th here a year ago. He said in part because I was saving fuel the entire time.
Okay, so your top 10 as they run, you got Austin Cindric, Joey Logano, Chase Briscoe, Bubba Wallace, Josh Berry, Eric Jones, William Byron, Tyler Reddick, Chris Buescher, and Kyle Busch. That's your top 10 for right now.
That's what we're going to do for sure. And that's the game they play. I miss that game. I used to get my heart hoping to think, man, we are playing chess on pit road. Kyle Larson, Christopher Bell down the straight away. A lot of cars up there blocking.
A wild contact between Austin Dillon and Christopher Bell.
Go to the middle there. The three of Austin Dillon was already down there.
Bunch of drivers going to the apron and everything. Larson was part of that too.
That's when all of the accidents happened last
The rest is blocked by Larson right there.
20 of those, that's what we don't see, Dale, right? The guy cuts you off two or three times. Finally, with 20 to go, you're like, no, too much. I'm not lifting. I'm sending you. And we sometimes don't realize why all of a sudden it looks like they've lost their mind. And that's because there's been 10 paper cuts that have pushed you right to the edge, sanity before you wreck.
Last year's winner, quiet early. Larson back there at 12. Top 5, Cedric Logano, Briscoe, Wallace, and Josh Berry. You're watching the Brickyard 400 on TNT.
Yeah, so Cindric's still leading. Who knows? Tires might not have made a difference.
Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
What did she call Harper?
No, you mean Jablonski Auto Body LLC.
And she sold the twins navy rings.
You know, like stadiums do. Kids are so expensive these days. Here he comes.
Oasis Breeze 10 and Spot.
You need a 10? I'm your man. We do business with you.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
Horse friends, the right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
A Chewy
Yeah,
pharmacy.
Cindric's got a big gap.
The homebody who prefers the
I wonder if he's saving fuel at all.
But nature does call, and outside is outside. So Mom uses Chewy to get his flea and tick meds at a great price. Delivered right to their door, or right to the couch. For quality meds at great prices, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
People want to see the best.
My family loves you.
It's getting on.
Let them see the happy I fall in love with.
Who's this? My guy. You don't get a K. Chinese don't get gas. And you play? What do you mean? He's it's the pro tournament. More too. Rated PG-13. Brad killed MEBA. People had opinions. We got it wrong. We're fixing it. You hear that? That's our heavy. It's saying, I'm back. You want more?
Take a look at the top 10. So we got Austin Cindric, Joey Logano, Chase Briscoe, Bubba Wallace, Josh Berry, Eric Jones, William Byron, Tyler Reddick, Chris Buescher, and Kyle Busch is 10th. I wouldn't mind if Kyle Busch wins today.
On WhatsApp, your personal messages, they're yours. We can't read them. We can't hear them. We can't.
But I don't know. These Penske cars are pretty much showing that tires are not really making a difference.
They're all private. On WhatsApp, no one can see or hear your personal messages. Not even us.
Welcome
Excuse me.
to the final fight for the playoffs. More heat, more heartbreak, more chances slipping away. From Iowa to Watkins Glen, Richmond to Daytona, every lap, every pass, every point matters. Now it's time for more desperation, more determination, more drama. Only on NBC and USA. Welcome to the home stretch. Welcome to NASCAR.
Yeah, so NASCAR will be on Iowa next week. It'll be on USA, so they're going back to the NBC coverage. This is the last race of the season on TNT. Or the last race on TNT, not the last race of the season.
Barry back here, though. He's lost those spots to Briscoe and Wallace. It's going to make his trip down pit road stressful. Yeah, just a minute ago, so I'm trying to put the pressure on Wallace and Bubba blocking some opportunities that the 21 had to be able to gain that position. Josh kind of faded back here to this position. I think Briscoe and Wallace running a little bit harder this round than the first run. Everybody getting pushed to run a little bit harder because of how quick the 2 and the 22 are going. See, the lap times on that everybody pushing pretty hard here. Marty.
They told Chase Briscoe and Bubba Wallace, this is the 2 and the 22 are starting to push the pace a little bit, so they have been able to match it here. When I talked to Charles tonight, the crew chief for Bubba Wallace this morning, he said, we have the best speed for this race that we've had maybe since Miami. Back in March, he said, I feel so confident about the 23 car and what we can do today. And he made his first ever top 10 at Dover last week. He said that was such a shot in the arm for us because that's a racetrack where Bubba has struggled in the past. For us to get a top 10 and then come through and be better in the race throughout the race was really important for us coming into Indy.
Get a little bit closer at the end of the back straightaway. Entering turn 1 and entering turn 3 are your opportunities to pass. You got to set that pass up. Kind of backing up your corners to be able to get those runs off of turn 2 and off of turn 4. Trying to see if you got a shot and maybe get to the inside or get to the left quarter panel. Entering turn 3, entering turn 1 as well.
So we got like 14 laps to go.
You saw the points in the pylon a couple of weeks ago. He's sweating big time. I'm sure not sleeping much at night throughout the week, but he helped himself at Dover as we talked about. You qualify up front, it puts you in position to do something they've really done a good job of all season.
Race is not more. I'm just sleepy.
Some stage points, running fourth, and points as they run at plus 53, trying to create some cushion.
Who is going to make the first turn off pit road? That's the question.
So they're stretching it out to over 3.5 seconds. Alan, what you got on the 2?
Well, this cat and mouse strategy game, they're letting Austin Cindric know not how far the lead is over second place Joey Logano. They're letting him know how far the lead is over Chase Briscoe. Now 5.2 seconds. They're also letting him know how far it is above 10, which is about 9 seconds right now. So, no, they're not tipping their hand yet on when they move in, how long they'll try to stretch this out. With this strategy, cat and mouse game, when to pit, how much time they may have. They're letting him know what the lead is right now.
The further he is in front of Briscoe, the more fuel they can put in on the stuff. It's basically the math. They know where they're going to rejoin, and they, in a perfect world, they would get as much fuel as possible and rejoin the racetrack right in front of Chase Briscoe. Last car on the lead lap. That would be exactly what the 2 and the 22 are looking to do. See, the 21 of Josh Berry finally got around the 23 of Berry, or the 23 of Bubba Wallace. Let's take a look and see how that happened. Down the back straightaway, he set this pass up through turn 1 and off the 2. Bubba Wallace, they have a strategy.
It seems like in the delta of 15 seconds, it would be around like 17th, 18th place. So anybody in the top 18 can pit right now if they want to, but the further they get away from the leader, chances of them going lap down or going up to take hit.
So Bubba's going to, not want to let him by. I'm not saying he can hold the ball, but if 43 gets by, then I think if you're a Bubba Wallace fan, you have to be a little concerned. Maybe your car is not as good as you hope it would be.
You just can't overreact as a race fan when you're watching here because sometimes.
Wait a second. I'm a fan. I can overreact all the time. I can overreact. I'm a Red Sox fan. And so, yeah, I hear you.
You overreact, but sometimes there's no need.
True.
It's all part of the game. Just let it go and live to fight another day. What about it, Marty?
Yeah, no overreaction in the 23 camp. In fact, when the 21 went by just a moment ago, Bubba Wallace told Charles tonight on the radio, I'm neutral, negative and a half. I had to get that translated out. That means he needs to turn just a little bit better in the center of the corner.
Oh, what a block by Wallace right there.
We have time to do a 14-second pit stop.
Keeps Eric Jones from passing.
5.2 seconds, so they're doing the math.
I wouldn't be making these aggressive blocks this early.
Alan brings up
I think it's the right idea.
that we have to discuss, and that is you can do all the math you want and how much time you have to make that pit stop. But you also have to understand it comes with no miscues because one ball, when you're running it this tight, could change the game in these situations. Alan? And that's what they were telling him. 14 seconds worth of fuel, as much as he can stretch it out. The bigger they stretch it out, as Steve said, the more fuel they can put in and just can have no mistakes when they come down pit road. But he was told at least 14-second pit stop.
14 seconds is a lot. You change 4 tires in 10 and a half seconds. So 14 seconds, you can put all 20 gallons in.
Governor Ross Chastain evaluated at the care center, and he has been released. And here's Joey Logano making his pit stop 10 to go, stage 1.
All right, so let's see how much fuel will Dares put in this 22 car. Remember, 10 seconds, tires will be changed. Really watch the pit stop. They're going to either set the jack down on the left or leave it jacked up, and they're all going to be focused on the fuel man, Allen. It's how much fuel they can get in this car.
And it's all about going to stage 3. Joey Logano was saying as this run kept going on, it was
Okay, Logano's spinning now.
Maybe further back in the back. This has been different with the clean air and getting that longer and that better clean air out there.
Okay, it looks like he's going for 4.
And then you can see him bringing the second one in, left side tires out, waiting on the fuel. They're all looking, on and off. Looks clean for the 22.
You see the rear tire changer didn't even run around the car. He walked because it had nothing to do with him.
Maybe he's the first one to pit. Now here's Cindric.
Pit stop. So now here comes Cindric as well with the 22 blends, but he should be easily out in front of the pack. Now it's the 2's pit stop. A mistake would be absolutely critical for the 2. Now let's see how
Okay.
And this was a strategy ball that they envisioned even before this, talking with crew chief Brian Wilson before the race. They envisioned something like this, manufacturing the track position to get the lead and then get as far as that possible. Themselves as much fuel as they can and hopefully set themselves up later on. Over to the right side, you can see the fuel can going in. Over to the left side on fuel, second can of fuel in there. Remember, they cost for a 14-second pit stop to get as much fuel as they can. Waiting, on and off for Austin Cindric.
All right, upper left, you see the track map, 22 out in front of the 19. You see the 2 sitting on.
Okay, let's see if Cindric gets off before everybody else.
Cindric lead pit road. You have to use the access lane in 1 and 2. We've seen some penalties there in the past, so he's going to really have to do his part here. The 19 is going to try to push the issue. Here's the 21 coming to pit road. You see the 22 who left pit road.
Now Josh Berry's in.
Last car lead lap, so everything good. As we kind of get around this corner, the 2 should hopefully have no problem staying on the lead lap either, Alan.
And look, they're hoping the same thing for the 21 on the same team Penske strategy. Such an up and down year for Josh Berry. I talked to his crew chief earlier, Miles Stanley. They had that win earlier in the season, but then it all came back to reality. Josh Berry, a second-year Cup Series driver. They've had some frustration, but they're trying to manage.
Okay, that Chase Elliott's up to 18. I think that's what it says.
Looks pretty clean for the 21 car. Josh Berry on top.
All right, so clean on and off.
Denny Hamlin's up to 20th.
So as we kind of go back to the map on the upper left, you're going to see the 2 and 22 off from turn 4 there here on the front stretch last car to the lead lap. We have the 21 leaving pit road right here, so he's really focused on the 19, and it's going to be close to 19 of Briscoe. But Briscoe's at the start finish now. Barry on the access road. There's Cindric. Barry did a nice job. We'll see how fast he runs the access road here. There's Logano. There's Briscoe. So Barry should easily be able to stay in front of Briscoe.
They obviously didn't put quite as much fuel in the 21 car just to assure that he didn't come off pit road getting lapped by the 19 of Briscoe. So the 22 has a little more fuel. The 22, the 2 car as well probably has more fuel. The 21 not quite as much, but all 3 are able to stay.
So the 3 Penske cars get away from Chase Briscoe, so they're not going to get a lap now. Barry is Penske affiliated, so that's why I call him Penske cars. Although he drives for Wood Brothers. Oh boy.
Trying to keep this 43 car behind him. Hey, if you want to pass me, go around the top. It probably gives a little gas.
Someone must put sleepy pills in my food or something. Higher.
So Bubba's running a lot less problem. You see how bad the area is for the 43 when he is behind that 23 car down.
And Byron just made a move on Eric Jones for 3rd.
You know, the problem with the next gen car when you're behind another car directly.
Wonder who's going to stay out to try to win the stage.
Appreciate it, guys. Yeah. That's the easiest pass I've done all day.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
The 43 is like, oh, you know, well, he knows Bubba's saving. He sees all the straightaway guys running down. He's like, just let me go. Just let me go around him a while. But Bubba's like, I need the track position. That's the race for the win in his mind later in the day. And, you know, we're coming to the end of the stage. And no one needs stage points more than
There goes Eric Jones pitting.
There's other cars that can jump onto that Penske strategy. That's what Eric Jones Jones side right here. He doesn't need as much fuel. He has two tires. So this will not wait on gas. This stop will look very different. When the 4 tires change, the jack will drop. This might open up even the next lap so other guys can come. So now, this is a leapfrog, Marty. I think Jones has said, you know what, I'm getting over Penske strategy.
Yeah, Steve, you can't be further behind the leader than 4 seconds and hit at Indianapolis without going down a lap. You see right beside our scoring monitor there, that's where Chase Briscoe is on the track. That's what Ben Bayshore is watching as well. Bayshore saying his car, just a lap to down. Jones saying his car a little bit too tight. Bayshore going to make a small adjustment here, but a terrific run last Ben Bayshore. Are they surprised by their speed at Indianapolis? He said, no, we were quick here last year, and we also were quick at Pocono earlier this year, so we expected to be good. But here comes the 19. Can the 43 stay in the final?
That's the big question for me. We saw nobody else come to pit road, so the 43 is on a strategy by himself. Leader into one, the 43 is around the corner on the access road. You see it on the map. When we hit the backstretch, they'll both get in the frame.
Man, I wish the camera angles were better for
43, 19,
TNT. They finally show Eric Jones ahead of Briscoe.
That was snug right there. And Jones comes off, jumps out in front of Briscoe. He's able to stay on the lead lap. So everything is cycled back to Chase. 3 to go in the stage. And when the 19 comes around, 2 to go, we close pit road. And I look up there in the top 10. A lot of drivers at points in position to get him. We talk about Bubba Wallace, same circumstance for Chris Buescher, who is fifth right now.
I love Bubba not hitting. You know what I love about these stage points? It's like, man, we don't know what's going to happen in the chaos in the final stage, but you've earned a little something. Like, there's a little something in your paycheck. Give it correct. You got those points. They're guaranteed.
Nice little insurance policy. And speaking of, you got to look at Chase Briscoe in position to win the stage. He gets the 10 stage points, but a playoff point. You're going to get partner that with the success that he's enjoyed this year to win at Pocono. He's thinking big.
Okay, 2 laps to go in stage 1. We got Chase Briscoe, Bubba Wallace, William Byron, Tyler Reddick, Chris Buescher, Kyle Busch, Carson Hocevar, Kyle Larson, Austin Dillon, and AJ Allmendinger. Only 4 cars to pit during the green flag stops right now, and that's Logano, Cindric, Josh Berry, and Eric Jones.
This year, and when you're 16 above the cut line, and that's it. With 5 races to go, you need all you can get.
Well, yeah, we don't even know if we're going to have a new winner. Here comes the 24, the 45, the 10, the deal. They're just turned up right there. They said, no more saving gas. If I can push for 1 lap, I might be able to pass you for a point. It's a little dress rehearsal. This one at the end of every stage is going to look like.
I would say these points look big for William Byron as well. And the reason stage points are big for him because he wants that regular season championship. He lost the lead last week to Chase Elliott, but helping himself here today.
And look at the running order. We've talked a lot about Wallace, Byron, and Reddick, but how about Buescher? How about Kyle Busch and Hocevar? Just Martin or Dillon there tonight. There's a lot of guys that
Got 1 to go.
very good runs so far.
A couple of guys inside the top 10 that have won a Brickyard 400, Busch and Larson. Here we come back to the green and white checkered flag. Stage 1 done.
Yeah, so stage 1, it's going to be won by Chase Briscoe. We've got Bubba Wallace, William Byron, Tyler Reddick, Chris Buescher, Kyle Busch, Hocevar, Larson, Austin Dillon, and AJ Allmendinger.
That's his second stage win.
So Cindric, Logano, and Berry, and Eric Jones should cycle back to the front after everybody else pits.
He won a race. We're off and rolling in a crown jewel. It's the Brickyard 400 on TNT.
For adults with obesity, Zepbound means change.
It's changing what I believe is possible when it comes to weight loss.
Zepbound helps adults with obesity lose weight and keep it off. Don't take if you're allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop Zepbound and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, depression, or suicidal thoughts before scheduling procedures with anesthesia. If you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills, taking Zepbound with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and worsen kidney problems. Zepbound means change.
Discover how Zepbound compared to Wegovy. See the study results at compareZepbound.com. Ask your healthcare provider about Zepbound. Explore savings options today.
Everyone's invited to see the Naked Gun, except this guy.
What is happening?
This Friday, only one comedy brings IP coming.
I'm not playing around.
The Naked Gun, rated PG-13. Wake up fully charged. And power up with 760 horsepower. And step up with value that goes the distance. Act now to get a $7,500 tax credit on most Chevy EVs. Don't wait. The federal EV tax credit ends September 30th. Plus, Costco executive members can claim a $12.50 members only incentive. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
This river wasn't dammed in a day, and GMC trucks weren't built overnight. Like every American achievement, they are a result of 100 years dedicated to the art of engineering and the ambition to move this country forward.
We got pit stops coming up. It's going to be interesting to see how another restart's going to go.
That's over $4,300 in average finance savings. Visit your Greater St. Louis GMC dealers.
NASCAR Cup Series racing on TNT is brought to you by Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on. Progressive. Protect your auto, home, and business today at progressive.com. And by Burger King.
I do not want a Penske car to win, to be honest. We do not need more Penske cars winning.
I mean, Chewy beat Chewy to death. Penske gets involved. All right, big stack here. The guys that put it on the green won't pit. Everybody else will pit. It's going to be a little bit chaotic. I assume 4 tires, varying fuel load, same thing as earlier.
Oh, Alex Bowman stays out. We'll do a couple others.
Stay out. A lot of split decisions on pit road already.
I think Keselowski stayed out as well.
Interesting comment from William Byron, who said, I had a little smoke inside my car, but I'm not too worried about it because it went away fairly quickly. And he also told Rudy Q, I'm a little bit too tight, but I'm afraid to make a big adjustment on it because I don't know how much of that was just right side tires on that last stop, so a smaller adjustment for the 2014. Meanwhile, Bubba Wallace said, I just need more turn, and that is hurting our exit speed on the corners.
Okay, 50 laps in stage 2 coming up. Hocevar is going to be the first one off pit road. Yeah, Hocevar taking a chance taking 2 tires.
Hocevar goes +6. Briscoe, the first of those, as you said.
Okay, this is making it this interesting because there's a lot of drivers taking different strategies. You had the Penske cars pit before the stage end, so that way they would have the lead on the restart. Then he had drivers like Keselowski, Bowman stay out. Then he had Hocevar take 2 tires. So I wonder what's going to be the winning strategy.
Targets and blocks IL-17A plus F to calm inflammation. Boozelix can deliver transformative relief. Most people got 100% clear skin, some after the first dose. Serious side effects like suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections.
But yeah, they have the order as they run. They got, oh no, that was Ryan Preece that stayed on, not Keselowski. They have Ryan Preece, Alex Bowman, Justin Haley, Austin Cindric, Josh Berry, Joey Logano, Eric Jones, and Carson Hocevar. And Chase Briscoe with the freshest tires will be all the way back in 9th. It's going to be hard to be passing all those cars.
Duo and BK step up to the plate and have it your way. Get 2 of your games, it's up to you.
Supposed to get a storm around 2 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock now. We haven't got it yet.
Is this a hidden situation? What kind of adventure we want it to be? This crew is a team. The choices you make in that chair, they are yours to make and yours to live with. You wait your orders, sir. We have to stop this invasion.
We are going to find our way out of this together.
It's one of those when we get it done right, or don't blow ourselves up. We'll just turn it off before we blow up. Hey, the kid.
Boost Mobile has a new iPhone 16e. It lets you clean up photos with double intelligence.
Give us the phone back. Get the new iPhone 16e for $49.99 when you switch. Visit your nearest Boost Mobile store.
Skipping breakfast wasn't a big deal before.
I got you.
But now, Wendy's has buck biscuits, like the Honey Bunny chicken biscuit, so you'll never skip breakfast again. If you're smart. Breakfast for a buck? Gotta be Wendy's.
Powerball's race to 1 million is heating up in the Midwest. Yesterday, Hoosier Lottery players got the VIP treatment, touring the pit lanes and meeting driver Ross Chastain. On August 23rd, Powerball will announce the 16 lottery players advancing to win $1 million. It's more than just fun. Every time you play Powerball, you're supporting programs that make your state stronger. Powerball, the official lottery game of NASCAR.
Now we get an in-season challenge update presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, and for that, we head over to True TV, the dynamic duo, Jeff Burton, Larry McReynolds, fellas, and then there were two in the bracket.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us. So far, Ty Gibbs has dominated this battle.
Yeah, and Ty.
All right, I am interested to see what's going to happen on this restart. It's going to be exciting. We've already seen drivers be aggressive on restarts.
A lot more laps and a lot more restarts. Not Dillon to spend more time behind his challenge or that he's been in front of him. Don't count him out.
No one is prepared more for this race than the two over on True TV. You know what I mean? You talk about students of the game. Jeff Burton and Larry McReynolds, thank you, fellas. And you guys have been doing a great job last few weeks covering everything in the bracket. Here's Alan Cabana moments ago with Ross Chastain.
Ross Chastain checked and released from the infield care center. An early end to your day. I know it's tough back there in the pack. What happened?
I went into turn 3 and I think I got ran into. So tough weekend for our Bushline Line Chevy, but felt the same as balance-wise and grip-wise as the next couple cars in front of us, just going along. And we'll just take this move on Iowa.
All right, he won one crown jewel earlier this year. No Brickyard for him today.
Big assessment for the actor. From behind.
Yeah, so we got
Watching the choose there, you see up front, Reese
and Bowman inside, outside. And you got Haley and Cindric, Barry Logano, Eric Jones, and Hocevar. Tires have not really been a difference. So I think in the best strategy, the Penske cars, I think, are in a favorable strategy right now. Excuse me.
How that car, how the balance of that car is, we know the right side tires will tighten the car up. And everybody's been complaining about being loose, so that could be a good move in terms of being able to give it some comfort. Real quick, cleaning it up, the 20 of Bell and the 88 of SVG, cleaning the gas right here. Bell had a 17-second pit stop, so they're just trying to find an advantage by putting some more fuel load on, hitting with one to go.
Now, and Ryan Priest and crew, they're just playing the cards. They started 23rd. What track position they did have, bad pit stop sent them all the way back. So then they came in, made a stop earlier to top off on the fuel and just trying to do strategy call what they can. They stayed out here to keep that track position, keep as much as they can, hopefully, in that clean air, Danielle.
Alan, you heard Dale Jr. say a moment ago, a lot of drivers fighting loose. Well, Alex Bohm, you see him there on the outside of row 1, says, I'm fighting tight, no front turn in the exits mostly. But he's also having communication with Team 48 crew chief Blake Harris about weather possibly coming. You remember earlier today, NASCAR started this race 10 minutes early. Let's listen in on Team 48.
Oh, weather's a possibility.
Halfway, and then one stops us at halfway, so we really need to go at least 8, maybe like 5, 6 green flag laps before the window opens to the stage. We would like to go
to our resident crew chief, Steve Letard, up there in the booth.
Weather could be a factor in Indianapolis.
I don't like the weatherman initiation. When I look at the weather, there is a ton of weather, and it can pop up anywhere. But you're the Indiana native. So we're going to get big time rain. Or
Don't put this on me.
I just do know, you know.
I call it as I see it. And right now, everything's fine. So I say let's just play on.
I like it. This you see the pylon, different laps, different tires. Different
See, let's look at the radar. What it says for Indianapolis. Yeah, it's spotty around there, but I don't think it's going to be anything that's going to keep them from finishing the entire race this afternoon. 3 flags back in the air. It looks like Briscoe and Eric Jones do not have a good restart. Got somebody into the wall. Looks like Stenhouse. And Priest is to the lead. Chaotic restart. Yeah, that's got to be a caution. I think Stenhouse is littering debris all over the track. Now Logano trying to be aggressive, trying to make as much passes as he can. Here comes Bubba Wallace under Joey Logano. Makes the pass there, slices and dices himself to 7th. So Priest is going to lead this lap. Now you got Ty Gibbs in the back. Oh, Barry going for an aggressive block on Larson. And Eric Jones just continues to lose spots. And there goes Hamlin trying to make his way to the front. These blocks are insane. As I was right, Stenhouse and Austin Dillon had damage from that restart. We're still green.
Take a look at the replay and see how that stuff happened at the back of the field. Right on board with the 10, Ty Dillon. Big, huge checkup, and it turns the 47 of Stenhouse into the outside wall hard with the right front. We see this all the time. Restarts here at Indy. The field starts accelerating, the back of the field accelerating, anticipating. Everyone going. When it doesn't happen, then you have to stop. The guys in the back don't know that's coming. You know, running the back of each other. I've done that. I've been wrecked here on restarts. Wrecked myself.
I'll say this though, this is part of the danger of the pit.
Wow, that was a chaotic restart there. Surprised we didn't get a caution.
You saw a couple of the 3. He was in the mix there. He's behind the wall now. Damage. He has to fix the radiator. Byron, big move with the 77.
And Byron trying to make a big move on Hocevar. Hocevar gets loose. And Byron's going to make a power move past Hocevar for 5th.
You have to do it here. It's the only opportunity you have to be able to get on the inside of somebody. Might be late down this long back straightaway, the long front straightaway. That would be a no-no anywhere else. Absolutely. That was everybody in the crowd. This is the way to drive, but here you have to do it. It's the only way to get around somebody, the only way to pass in this car, this racetrack, being a one-through racetrack. And that was like some Hollywood acting voiceover work. Not just clear, but the motivation clear. Like great work, great pass, kind of moving it forward.
And Steve, what is it you always say? You manage strategy, and then you look at the board. You want to be the best on your strategy. And right now, William Byron owns to that group that came down to lap 52 and took 4 tires. And look at this duo. Teammates going at it. Briscoe and Hamlin.
Briscoe trying to keep that 11 behind him. Denny tries to drive that back.
So Hamlin just made a move, or trying to catch up to Briscoe now. So yeah, I'm surprised the ones that took fresh tires are not making as much moves.
Before the restart, but Reddick did get damaged in that restart. He restarted 14th. He's back to 16th. He told Billy Scott, I don't know what you want me to do. The nose is fluttering pretty badly. They're going to try and get some pictures and figure out just how bad that damage pages even we right on board with the Xfinity Mobile on board with Tyler Reddick.
Pictures each manufacturer has photographers all around the racetrack and live updates to the computer. Zoomed in, high resolution pictures of their car, the attitude, the potential damage to come up with just a great plan. So those are the pictures Marty's talking about.
Frustrating for Reddick. He had a good car today. He really showed it early in this race after a great qualifying run yesterday. But it is a long afternoon. And if you go back to last year when he had a really good race car, had to battle through some tough times, come back.
Okay, so your top 10 as they run right now: Ryan Preece, Alex Bowman, Justin Haley, Austin Cindric, William Byron, Elliott getting walked by, looks like, Todd Gilliland in 18th. Had to back off there, and Blaney's about to charge.
Oh, yes, slipped as well. That sets up a run from behind. 38's going to try to get away. Yeah, that's just what keeps happening all the time.
Yeah, so it's Preece, Bowman, Haley, Cindric, Byron, Hostevar, Bubba Wallace, Joey Logano, Chris Buescher, and Josh Berry.
The only time opportunity you have to make a pass and you can't afford to live. Like if you live, you're going to lose spots. You can't afford to do that.
Maybe there has been a message delivered.
Lap 80 is halfway for the race.
Because the aggressive
And there's 160 laps.
And if you look at the big board, 100 laps to go, just shy of that in this race.
I was starting with those empty fuel cans. Preece, Bowman, and Haley. You know, we're guessing about 7 to 9% of fuel remaining. Probably a couple, 3 laps. It's hard because they're doing a lot of savings on the green, plus the yellow flags, but we do know the leaders need to hit. There's a lot of weather south of us, a long band going from west to east and moving toward the east. And so I think we're in good shape weather-wise. But we did have pop-up showers. Things developed out of nowhere yesterday as the day got later toward the Xfinity race, toward the end of the Xfinity race. And so, we'll see. But I think we're going to get quite a few laps here, if not all the laps in this race today.
Talk about the fact Ryan Preece is going to have to give up the top spot. I didn't realize this. He came here as a kid, raced quarter midgets in a parking lot.
Yeah.
Is well aware of the history of Indianapolis.
Yeah, leaders are going to have to pit soon. That should give the lead back to Cindric.
School is finally here. Make sure you get a free 5G phone and real unlimited data from Straight Talk, so you can show Grandma their new sneakers. Stream the last lap of the race. And order
So there's 33 cars on the lead lap all the way down to,
Switch to Straight Talk.
well, I think Preece just pitted.
Free 5G phone on us.
All the way down to Ryan Preece, but I was about to say Josh Polecki.
Straight Talk, official partner of NASCAR. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart.
One lap down is got McDowell 3 laps down. Then you got Cody Ware 7. Austin Dillon 9 laps down. Stenhouse is 9 laps down. Gregson not having a good day, 13 laps down. And then Chastain involved in that accident earlier, 48 laps down.
It's all knowledge that goes right back to you, right? Look like fun? It is. You in?
Brandon Coley, Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
What'd she call her? Oh, yeah, she sold the twins' name rights.
You know, like stadiums do. Very lucrative.
Oasis Breeze Can and
The
Spa.
right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
Yeah, there's Preece on pit road. Should see Bowman follow him soon.
GoVex.com.
Hey, stupid. Nice boots. Where'd you get those?
GoVex.com. Exclusive deals for first responders, military, and law enforcement only at GoVex.com.
You get 5% cash back on the monthly category I choose when I pay with my PayPal debit card. You can go.
You can pay your own way.
I use PayPal to buy this ticket, paying it off over time. No fees, no interest.
No one else has no interest? Me.
You can pay your own way. I'm still in here.
More savings, more flexibility. The rewarding and trusted way to pay. PayPal.
At NAPA, we are the pros with simple solutions for complex electrical systems. From starters and alternators to batteries and testers, NAPA has the new or remanufactured electrical parts to power your business.
So it looks like Priest is going to fall behind Austin Cindric there, so he may be let down whenever his stops happen. Here comes Bowman and Justin Haley. They decide to come in. They're getting 4 tires.
Get your tickets now at richmondraceway.com.
Back in the Brickyard, scheduled green flag pit stop.
60th Priest is pitted 40 and Bowman off pit road now. Big hiccup for the 60th Priest. 16-second pit stop when he rejoined. He's a lap.
Ryan Priest had a bad pit stop. That's why he's behind Cindric.
Bowman does. Their pit stop looked pretty clean. I think they're going to be fine. The 7 of Haley is also on pit road right behind the 48. So 2 cars leaving pit road, blending relative to the 2 of Cindric, who is the race leader. Although I'll tell you, as Cindric comes down the front stretch, there's the 48, there's the 7, here's Cindric. Oh, yeah, they're going to be fine. They'll easily beat the 2 to the back stretch. I say easily, but within a couple seconds, they should be ahead of the 2. No violation right there. There you go. Now, the 7's going to have problems. The 7 right there going out of screen could lose a lap to the 2. Let's see how that looks like on the back. 48, okay. 7, not okay. Lap down for Justin Haley and Priest. The green flag stops currently and put them in a bad spot.
Yeah, so Alex Bowman was the only one to stay on the lead lap there in that strategy.
You can see right here, the right side, okay, fuel can in, and they come around to the left side and wait and put that second fuel can in, and there's an issue right there. They can't get the jack up there, and it took more than one pump to do that, get the tires on the left side. Still waiting, had to wait on that.
And I'm telling you, Gucci, you are coming unglued. You know you're waiting on gas, guys. We can change these tires at practice speed 80%. There is no need to go fast, and yet, that's like fumbling the handoff on a deal. Hey, we're going to run the clock out. Run the clock out to the half, and you fumble the handoff. Like, what are you doing? That has to be, it's a human error. It happens. But you get so frustrated because it's an unforced error. It's one thing when you make a mistake trying to go fast, but going slow, not a really bit of a mistake on the 60.
You can tell that Steve's ready for football season. Second straight week, he's using football analogies.
I was dreaming it was a Colts when I said it.
Hey, let's go to who's leading this race. Because you look at our pilot, and it's Austin Cindric. But he's on a different strategy than that of William Byron, who was a part of that group that ran it long and got 4 tires into the stage. How do you see this breaking out as we run down the road here, Shane?
I think Cindric's doing a great job, and I think he has a chance to maintain this lead. And I left for Byron is better. I have Byron as the real race leader. He has 10 laps or fuel on board, which will help him later on. You talk about how long you have to sit in pit road. Now, a timely yellow, and Cindric's great. So I love what this 2-car has done because they have taken a car that was decent.
Yeah, so William Byron closing in on Austin Cindric.
I love what they're trying to do. I think, Brian Wilson is saying, if we're going to be playoff and championship contenders, we need more playoff points. Plus, you could win at Roger Penske's track. I love the gamble, but I love the fuel load of the 24.
Here's a party on William Byron.
Yeah, I love this debate. I checked in with Rudy Fuel, Steve. He said they are not.
Your top 10, Austin Cindric, William Byron, Carson Hellsbar, Bubble Walls, Joey Logano, Chris Busher, Josh Berry, Kyle Larson, Ty Gibbs, and Chase Briscoe.
Left side of this entire race, back-to-back right side tires top for Carson Hellsbar, who sits in the fast. Who's Lampert worried about that at all? He said, not really right now, but how long can they push that, Steve? And then we'll go all the way back to Bubba Wallace in 4th, 3 seconds off the lead right now. I checked in with Charles tonight. They are full of fuel on the 23 car. So really the first car with 4 tires on that last stop and completely full of fuel. How will that play an advantage for Bubba Wallace when these next stops come up, Steve?
Well, everybody's just kind of waiting to see if the caution is going to break this up or not. The caution kind of changes everything. Right now, we're looking at purely as a green flag race, knowing that we are 30 laps to go to the end of the stage. When you look at, say, Briscoe right here, who's out of the pole, control the race, he's all the way back in 10th. So it's really easy in these messy situations of all these strategies to kind of lose the score.
All right.
What do you always say, Adam? Time and score. That's what's most important. Well, it's okay. If you're watching this and you're a little confused at the score, feel pretty comfortable. Because there's some guys on pit road that aren't sure where the score is. They're trying to figure out, do they have an advantage? But they're all kind of guessing where their competitors are on fuel.
and it popped up on the leaderboard early, and right now, drifted a little bit here.
Yeah, you're looking at the damage on the nose of that car. We talked about all the cars that were involved in that restart accident. There's just a ton of cars through the field that probably had some, some damage to the nose or the tailpiece. And this is huge damage for the same car. Way off the pace. Dropped all the way back to 25th, Allen.
Yeah, Junior, it's not only aero damage, but the speeder is way up, and they're saying that the intake is having trouble getting more air, so they're down on power as well. They're restarting well, but at least
Oh boy. So, I wonder if Cindric and the ones that stayed out for caution will have to pit soon.
So there's a ton of cars in the field that suffered a little bit of contact damage in that restart zone that are affected throughout the rest of the day.
Austin Cindric has led 29 laps. That's the most laps led by a Penske car since Rusty Wallace in 2000. Pit stops coming up.
A diagnosis doesn't define you. Even ATTR cardiac amyloidosis. You've come a long way. Your path was never set in stone. You charged ahead. So why would life with ATTR-CM define you? You have the power of choice. Atriptyline is an oral medicine used to treat adults with ATTR-CM to reduce death and hospitalization related to heart problems. People taking Atriptyline saw an impact on health-related quality of life and are 50% less likely to be hospitalized for heart issues, giving you more chances to do what you love with who you love. Tell your doctor if you're pregnant, plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding, and about the medications you take. The most common side effects were mild and included diarrhea and abdominal pain. If you have ATTR cardiac amyloidosis, ask your cardiologist if Atriptyline is right for you. It's time to get busy living.
When you need a lift, you could use a big financial friend. Your BFF, Experian. Strong enough to help you push past financial obstacles. So even when you have a big expense, you have new solutions that can make it.
Will weather be a factor, or will this race play out to the end?
Financial friend, wherever your journey takes you. Experian.
It's not really much positions are changing on the track. It's pretty much a strategic race, which is pretty much how Indianapolis plays out. As right now you have Austin Cindric, Joey Logano, Josh Berry, Eric Jones being in 12th. They're on that strategy where they pitted before the stage, end of stage one. And you have your drivers like William Byron, Chase Briscoe, and others who pitted the last time. Had Alex Bowman, Ryan Preece, and Justin Haley stay out for stage one, but they just pitted a few laps ago. Alex Bowman's the only one on the lead lap. Alex Bowman's crew chief is saying that weather could play a factor, and that's why they pitted at the time they did. That's an interesting call there, but you don't know how this race is going to play out. But right now, Cindric leads, Byron second, Carson Hocevar's in third. Got Logano, Bubba Wallace, Chris Buescher, Josh Berry, Kyle Larson, Ty Gibbs, and Chase Briscoe. Remember, Hocevar took 2 tires the last time he pitted.
But he's the first car in the 1 lap down category right now, so should we get caution, he can get back on the lead lap.
Yeah, the lead's a little bit tight right up here in front with Byron and the 2, Cindric. And there's a lot of traffic in front of them. And so while we've talked about the dirty air and how challenging that can be for Byron, there's 2 car that's the leader as he starts to close the gap on Ty Dillon right there in front of him. Ty Dillon's going to race hard. He's got a big bucks on the line. Doesn't want to lose the lap, right? So he's going to make it really hard for the 2 that can. That's going to slow that 2 down and back him up to that 24 power.
Preece is going to go from the other side trying to run the 24 down, right? Because he wants to get it. I know the free factor position is decent, but if the 10 does get past, he needs to get in front of the 10.
Well, I see Dillon here in this position, and it takes me back to last week when he was racing with Denny
Now it seems like Cindric's putting Ty Dillon a lap down. He has damage from the restart earlier.
Bauer's going to get held up there a little bit. Trying to get it. We got right rear tire.
Oh.
41 here.
Cole Custer's got an issue with his right rear.
The team's got more aggressive.
Will that bring out a caution?
Probably on the conservative side, but we start to take air out of the rear tires.
Byron's pitting.
24 sees that flat tire. He's thinking the yellow's going to come out, so he jumps the pit road, open the yellow flag waves, trying to pit before the yellow. Great call by the 24 of the yellow does come out. This could be a game changer, Marty.
Yeah, Byron pitting. I mean, he had Michael McDowell have the same thing happen to him earlier, and they didn't bring a caution out. So Byron making his hit going on, and Cole Custer on the access road trying to get to pit road, and he does. So no caution going on.
Custer able to get back to the pit lane, as you saw right there. No caution.
But Marty, with a great update, they were in the window, so no real penalty. A little bit earlier than they wanted to. Here comes kind of the back of the field. Remember, this 2-car will have to get under green. I don't think he'll get to the 24. The 24 is on the access road, though. This is going to be pretty close, I think. Off turn 2, we'll get that shot down the backstretch. I think we should be all right.
Larson's pitting now.
Here's Larson, Allen. Yeah, Kyle Larson says he's just tight when he gets there in traffic. They've been trying to figure that out. He's spinning twice already today. Last time with right side tires and fuel. Kyle Larson is winner here. Last year trying to replicate that. Didn't quite have the speed in practice, having to start 13th and outside of the top 10. But it looks like a clean stop so far as they move around to the left side. Put that can of fuel in there. Trying to be in that window. Get on that.
Good stack up right here, though. Danny Hamlin, the 43, the 19. Cost the 11 a bunch of times. They're too wide in front of them.
Great effort for Danny Hamlin. They spent 7 hours working to get the backup car ready after he crashed the primary yesterday in qualifying. But he has worked his way to the front.
Okay, Carson Hocevar's in.
2 pit stops twice.
Now we're having green flag pit stops go on.
Here's Carson Hocevar. Green flag service, Marty.
Yeah, I wonder if Carson Hocevar has ever been happier to get some left side tires, because you mentioned it, back-to-back right side tire stop to the 77 car. So the car's really good, especially way different when he's out front. He's been running in the top.
We are past halfway, by the way. It's lap 81 out of 160. Got a little more than 20 laps to go in stage 2.
Trying to get out in front currently. The 2 of Cindric leading the race. Has got Kyle Larson traveling lap down. So if a caution right now, Larson will get the 3 pass. Or even take away from it. It's a scary situation if you took Daniels in the 5. Your gamble to pit makes sense. But you're a lap down, which is scary. Yeah, the 77 doesn't. He gets lapped, doesn't reach the 2 off pit road. Yeah, top of your screen there.
Okay, Josh Berry's in now. He's on the same strategy as Logano and Cindric.
On that differing strategy that they were on. 2 tires on the right side. You see what the full strategy is. Going over. One cam through the second cam. Looks like a clean stop for 21 of Josh Berry, Danielle.
Chase Elliott in the 19 coming in right now, Alan. Pretty happy with the
Okay, Chase Elliott is pitting as well.
He said the right rear ends a
It's like Kyle Busch is pitting in the background.
Scheduled green flag pit stops. Just past halfway, stage 2 of the Brickyard 400. Austin Cindric stays on track. He continues to lead. He's led the most laps today.
Led the most laps, and he continues. Every lap he runs, he continues to lap cars that are coming to pit road. I only say that because a yellow right now would be an absolute game changer to this entire race, the complexion of this race. It would be great for Byron, who has pitted and stayed on the lead lap. But for the cars that are a lap down, say Larson, or any of the group behind it, Berry, Hocevar, Elliott, all lap down to just this car, who needs fuel in the next couple laps. It makes me look, I'm nervous for him. This is uncomfortable for a team like Larson to think, like, you know, we're riding around a lap down.
Oh, Cindric! He just blew a tire. Cindric's got a flat right rear. That could bring out a caution.
And also Justin Haley goes by. He gets back
He makes it on the access road, though.
In the Brickyard 400, it's Austin Cindric.
Wow. While leading the race, his tire goes down. Unbelievable. Yeah, that should be a caution. That is coming out on track.
Two cautions today, one for incident, one.
But I thought that would be a caution earlier, and it wasn't.
We get another right here.
22 Logano. Logano, you think he's coming to pit road? He peels left. Another car, that's 17.
Probably gave enough time for Logano to pit. In there to bring the caution out.
Gets on. It is a frenzy to get the pit road in case the yellow comes out.
I was just watching that green light because you commit. You want to make sure you get there in time. Here's the 22, Allen. Is his teammate.
But they might keep it green.
Trying to take advantage of his teammate's misfortune. He said this run was so much better than the last one. Maybe a little still too free, but they're going to make an adjustment, try to tighten him up. The team wasn't sure how much they could give him. They're going to try to tighten him up, Marty.
Just past halfway here at Indianapolis, and another swing at drivers and teams hoping they can.
Logano, Gibbs, and Bushra are in.
Green here at Indy. You're on board with Ty Gibbs and Snowball.
That means Bubba Wallace is the leader.
Chris Butcher, they said both of them are a little bit too tight at the start of the run. They got better the longer they ran it.
Trying to get anything they can to salvage this right now. They're going to put two tires on the two car. Now wait on fuel. He's going to come off pit road right here. They're going to put two tires. They said necessity jam to get it right where
Interesting. They're only putting 2 tires on Cindric. Man, leading most of the race, and he loses it just like that.
Now up to 11. Chris Gale just called him in for right side tires. He said waiting on fuel, didn't make any changes. Denny likes the handling of this race car.
Hard break for the 26-year-old Austin Cindric, driving such an amazing race. 40 laps led, managing the fuel, managing the position, and the tire goes down. We saw it live there. You jumped out of your seat when the back of that car fell. You could see it.
Yeah, he was. We've seen tire issues here. The team's trying to.
Yeah, I'm surprised that wasn't a caution.
The future closer to the ground, and it doesn't flatten the tire early in the run. It's such a surprise when we see that so late into the run when the tire finally fails. And the team just getting a couple. We saw the 41, we saw the 2s, and the team just start rethinking some of that air pressure. You want to go fast, but you also have to get that tire to live.
You see in the pylon when these drivers out front made their last pit stop, everything is cycled around. Bubba Wallace now in control of this race. He's one of those drivers yet to come. Under green, Briscoe, Jones, Reddick, Gilliland complete the top 5. Blaney's up there, Zane Smith, and Brad Keselowski now in the top 10.
Yeah, so now your top 10 is, during these green flag pit stops, you got Chase Briscoe, Tyler Reddick, Ryan Blaney, Zane Smith, Christopher Bell, John Ernichek, Brad Keselowski, Bubba Wallace, Eric Jones, and Shane Van Gisbergen in 10th. Still got some drivers to pit. William Byron is right now in 12th. Everything should cycle back to him. And you got Bowman in 13th. Remember, Byron pitted kind of early because he thought a caution was going to come out earlier, and it did not. Which was action for Cole Custer, but they didn't throw it. I definitely thought they were going to throw it for Cindric, and they didn't. It looks like Bubba Wallace is going to come in now. And also the other driver right behind him.
She sold the twins' name.
You know, like stadiums do. Kids are so expensive these days.
Oasis Freeze 10 in stock.
Need a tan? I'm your man. Do business with you.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
What's stress? The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think. Can you remember the first time we visited Ark Encounter?
Yeah, you fainted. Twice.
Hey, now, let's just say it's a little bigger than imagination, okay? And the exhibits, they're so lifelike. There's just so much for the kids to do here. Virtual reality, the zoo, I mean, they even have zip lines. I guess I just never thought a place like this could be real.
So, Junior was right.
I guess so. Ark Encounter,
You just gotta see it to believe it. He's the reigning champ.
Sam Mayer is going to win at Iowa.
On the short track at Iowa Speedway.
He is the man to beat. We're going to be in the powerhouse soon.
So Briscoe is now in the lead.
The race is on for the final playoff.
The pole sitter.
Sam Mayer looks to burn past
Wonder if he's going to stay out to win the stage like he did earlier.
dominated in 2024. Cody won it again. The NASCAR Xfinity Series. This Saturday live at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific, only on the CW.
As we come back here covering the Brickyard 400 on TNT, Dale, congratulations to you and your group. Yesterday.
Oh, Eric Jones into the wall. That's got to be a caution. And the caution's out.
Third caution of the day, second for incident. Trying to give you some praise, and Eric Jones not cooperating.
There's so much going on. Huge damage. Right front, the right rear's up.
And that right side is destroyed.
Sent him into the wall, lost the right front tire.
Must have lost a tire or something.
That's just the tire or the wheel, or the wheel fell off. Marty, what do you hear?
Well, the 23 had just pitted, and I'm not sure what that is, Steve, but yeah. And also, Chase Briscoe was coming to pit road. Last second, James Hall said, stay out, stay out, stay out.
The wheel got off the right front. Yes.
And the brake rotor cut the wheel itself from the inside out. And that's what you're seeing on the grass in there.
See the 43.
See what happens here.
Boom, there's the wheel.
Oh, the wheel came off of Eric Jones after pitting.
What a hit.
Strange.
Weekend for Legacy, I think it's going this way. When we dropped green flag on practice, it was like top of the board by a chunk. Then they backed it up and qualifying. Everything was good.
Look at that. Briscoe was about to pit, and then he stayed out.
Throw the yellow light game, so now he's gonna have
Kept from getting a major penalty right there.
so many cars have hit. They're not gonna pit again. So this is gonna be if it wasn't confusing enough, this is gonna mix it all up one more time.
How close, though, are they to hit the sweet spot, right? It's like pit, and boy, then the light comes on, you got to stay out. But
So that wasn't Eric Jones losing a tire. He just lost a wheel. So I believe his pit crew messed up on that pit stop. Okay. The stream's still working.
I think intent is right now feeling the best about life. He has fuel and tire. Another 12 laps old. Bowman and Freeze. You know, hey, Freeze's penalty. They got him a lap down. Luckily, the yellow wasn't them, so he kind of survived and fixed up there. So we're gonna let this pit road cycle go through, and then we'll have a pretty good snapshot of what the field has.
look at our pylon and laps since the last pit stop, and everything looks pretty uniform at the top, right? Then after that, it looks like our machine is broke. It's just all over the board, further illustrating what we've been talking about all day long.
Yeah, it's just going to be a riddle, a puzzle to see really who's in the best shape when this race comes down to the final handful of laps. And last year, we had some people really gambling, which we're seeing this now. Everybody's gambling on fuel, And we had some drivers at the end of last year's race run out of fuel. We had overtime finishes, which a lot of races at this, in Indy come down to late yellows, overtime finishes. And I don't know that a lot of teams are going to take the gamble on having enough fuel to do that.
This relief lap sponsored by National Debt Relief. When debt hits hard, National Debt Relief gets you back on track. Top Gillen back on the lead lap score 23rd.
And I think it's worth just cleaning up because so much happened on that restart. We kind of saw all the damaged cars as they reappeared. Right? Let's think about this. Bush has damage. Kyle Busch. Allman Dicker. Look at the cars that are a lap down. Ty Dillon in the in-season challenge had some pretty big foot damage. Cindric had a flat right rear. Suarez has damage. So there's just a lot of damaged cars out there. You wonder if this caution will give them any chance to make it any better. I don't know how much they can improve it. Let's listen to the 11 of Hamlin about their fuel situation.
We're good on one more stop today to the race. And the goal will be, running to the end of the stage. And then when the stage starts afterwards, the goal will be, got to get going, stretch out the biggest gap we can.
All right, so looking at the rundown real quick, leave the final on kind of how it is. All the 52s are no good. Byron can do it on one stop. Larson can do it on one stop. Hamlin can do it on one stop. Logano, you start to see that trend. So it's a great update on the 11 radio. So in my mind, Hamlin is now running like fifth. It doesn't look that way, but other guys have to pit. Hamlin can stay out. He's going to end up like 5th, 6th, 7th. Of the cars that can make it on one more stop.
Think about the drivers that you just mentioned. William Byron won a couple of Daytona 500s. Kyle Larson is a champion. We know what Denny Hamlin.
So you pitch here.
Joey Logano has won 3 titles. As we handicap things and look down the road, there are some of those legends of the sport.
I think that's Riley Earth's pitting.
Some others in line.
I think pit road's still
We're
closed.
going to play with the stop with the 43 car. We'll do the right front tire changer. The problem is you can't tighten the nut if the car's on the ground. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, right front off, right front on. Jack gets dropped, and then something makes it go back. No good. Like, if you have to go back and hit it again, the car has to be jacked up as they'll point it out. So it's a 15 or 16-second pit stop. They're waiting on fuel. That's just a lot of teams run open mics where you can just say, hey, wait, jack it back up. You know, this is what happens. We'll lose. Oh. Yeah, 9 times out of 10, he's talking about 9 times out of 10, if you try to tighten the lug with the tire on the ground, it will not engage and lock the locker. Yeah, it just doesn't tighten up enough. Just that simple.
Right, who's going to hit and who doesn't?
NASCAR Cup Series racing on TNT.
Honestly, of all the strategies all over the place, I'm not sure who's going to be in the best boat right now. They said Hamlin should cycle back to 5th. So I guess whoever pitted around like lap 80 or something should be in a better boat. I think this helped William Byron out more.
We're talking about all this fuel and all these different things. That's what's going to set the field for the final sprint to the finish. And then they take the gloves off and just stand there and just keep punching each other in the nose for the last 20 laps. That's what it looked like last year. I expect this to look no different today.
And it's hard to not have tunnel vision on winning the Brickyard because of everything that this race means, but it is the final race, in-season challenge, $1 million on the line. Right now, advantage, Ty Gibbs.
Yeah, Ty Gibbs is 21st. And then Pat Dillon has the nose damage, and he's a lap down. Things will just get tougher and tougher for this 10 team. See how much they're remember this yellow. And how much Gibbs changes its strategy. Like, do you not engage to win $1 million? Like, that's a tough cut. That's a tough choice. At this point, I think the Pittsburgh is going to have some issue, a pretty catastrophic issue to their day, right? To give this team car a chance to finish. So, all right, so if you're Ty Gibbs, do you want to know this? I think you know the car drives. No, I'm saying if I'm Ty, if you're Ty Gibbs, do I tell you, hey, Ty Dillon has big problems, so you want to be a risk? Yeah, like on the other side of that? Or do you like, I think he kind of he knows what it is. He can look out the windshield and kind of add it all up in his mind. Yeah. Once again, split the front, much more fuel, lady, just to confuse us all more instead of jump onto another strategy. Adam, will you cover that?
I'll just explain it. Give me 12 seconds.
Right, Chase Briscoe, Reddick, and Christopher Bell pit. So the leader does pit.
Another interesting move there, Adam, with Ryan Blaney staying out.
Also, Ryan Blaney stays out. Interesting.
Ryan Blaney, they still in the racetrack. Meanwhile, Tyler Reddick following Chase Briscoe down pit road. He too, a little bit of damage on that restart accident earlier, and he said it's just not the same car since that damage happened. He said the car just not as usable as it was earlier in the race. Chase Briscoe and James Hall, man, they caught the fortunate caution so many times this year. Pocono, Chicago come to mind today. They do not get that break. He said, I need to be freer on the front end of the run, waiting on fuel here. Chase Briscoe and leaving. James Hall said we're going to restart about 12 to 15 now, and a lot of traffic.
Big run coming your way to end stage 2. Ryan Blaney stayed out there. You're watching the Brickyard 400, presented by PPG.
Yeah, so I guess Ryan Blaney's going to be in the lead since he stayed out. Interesting move for him.
Your mental health is better. But having uncontrollable body movements called TD, tardive dyskinesia, can feel embarrassing.
I asked my doctor about treating my TD with impressive.
Number one prescribed Ingrezza is clinically proven to treat TD, quickly reducing TD movements by greater than 5 times in 2 weeks. 98% of people were still satisfied with Ingrezza after 2 years, and you can keep taking most mental health meds.
Ingrezza can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Call your doctor if you become depressed of sudden.
So we're going to see how this strategy is going to play out.
Take Ingrezza if allergic. Serious side effects may include allergic reactions like sudden, potentially fatal swelling in hives, sleepiness, the most common side effect, and heart rhythm problems. Know how Ingrezza affects you before operating a car or dangerous machinery. Report fever, stiff muscles, or problems thinking.
So your top 10 now is Ryan Blaney, Brad Keselowski, William Byron, Alex Bowman, Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano, Carson Hocevar, Chris Buescher, and Bubba Wallace. Your top 10. I'm honestly not sure who's going to win the race now because strategy's just been all over the place. And rain could be a factor. We still got to complete stage 2 too, so there's only like a few laps left in stage 2, and then it's the race to the finish.
The Chevy Equinox is more than an SUV. It's your chance to get back in your safety check. All at an incredible value. It's more than an SUV. It's your Equinox.
Qualified lessees can get this Equinox for around $299 a month. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in the St. Louis area.
Indianapolis Motor Speedway, all about history, tradition. We talk about legends being born here. First ever Brickyard 400, Jeff Gordon gets the checkered flag. That was 1994. A couple of years later, it's Dale Jarrett. And he said, hey, we won, let's go kiss the bricks.
The great tradition within IndyCar today follows.
And Tony Stewart, Indiana native, won here 20 years ago. And you know what he did? Climb the fence. And then, in his period of time, we said, let's go road racing in Indy 2021 to 23. And it was A.J. Allmendinger who delivered here the first time we went racing on the road here at the Brickyard. 6 laps to go, stage 2. A couple of different cycles here, and this restart is going to be absolutely amazing. It's the Brickyard 400 and our Cup Series coverage on TNT, presented by Straight Talk Wireless.
Four lap sprint trying to win the stage, so Dale has told us that the intensity was going to pick up. This is going to be one of those times we're going to get the flips up.
The knob went further this time, though. I feel like, because the sense of urgency in this race. We know ending a stage what it can do, and then you also know the reset that will come in the final stage if you want to establish that track position. What's up, Danielle?
Daniel Suarez with a lengthy stop on pit road just had splitter damage earlier in the race.
Yeah, some cars having problems on restarts getting their car repaired as well. You got that as well going on.
As we move forward, as for the 12 car, we just saw the big fake out and Blaney stayed out. I talked to his crew chief, Jonathan Hassler, this morning. He said after starting 24th, we're going to have to find them up front by recovering with some strategy. He said we were really confused yesterday after practice why we were so far off from our other Team Penske teammates. But there he saw some strategy staying out. We'll see if it pays off, Marty.
Danielle just talked to Jeremy Mullins, the crew chief from Brad Keselowski, as we come to the choose here.
All right, so Blaney picks the bottom, and Keselowski picks the top. We got Byron and Alex Bowman right behind.
That will then make their stop shorter at the end of the stage, Alan. So hoping to gain any track position they can.
And Marty, I'm happy to be talking to Eric Jones out here at the Care Center. Just the fact that you're doing okay. Any warning there? We were able to go back and look at the pit stop, see those wheel, but what happened behind the wheel?
Yeah, I mean, no warning other than just, slow on the right front. I saw him struggling for a second, but I figured we got it on. And then as soon as I turned into 3, I knew we were crash, and I felt it come off. So, yeah, I mean, it looked bad, but it honestly didn't feel as bad in the car as others I've had. So I feel good and fortunate and happy for that, but just sad for the Dollar Tree team. Just NASCAR and things weren't working out the best today, but I just wanted to have a shot again.
And you heard it, fast cars for Legacy. Both him and his teammate this weekend, tough ending for Eric Jones.
Yeah, I mean, the finishing order isn't going to show it, but I think this organization should circle the weekend because they continue to improve, but they took a big jump, in my mind, on raw speed, both practice and qualifying. I know execution is one of the things, but fast cars fix a lot of things, so if they continue to bring speed like that, it's going to be an impressive finish of the year for the police.
Even check inside the top 15, his teammate, as we get ready for the restart. Going to be 4 laps to go on stage.
Yeah, Don Hunter had great track position here last year. Opportunity to run good, but ended up in the wall by the end of it. But
a lot of guys in the top 10 right here trying to get stage points. Bowman and the 48 would love to get some stage points here. Bubba Wallace and Butcher both have done a good job already today at the first stage to gather points. And they're sitting right here in the back side of the top 10. They also want to gain a few more points if they can. Keep that track position and not grab a few spots. So this should be pretty busy in the top 10 here for the first.
All right, let's restart. Ryan Blaney and Brad Keselowski side by side. And remember, all these drivers are probably going to race for a stage win too.
everyone behind them, I don't think are winning. So this restart is your chance to leapfrog on the lead person of your strategy.
Byron in the stage point category because he wants that regular season championship.
Okay, here we go.
Got a handful of them in stage 1. 4 to go. Second stage. Brickyard at 4.
Green flags back in the air. Blaney down the block. Briscoe trying to make a move. Didn't work for him. Now Larson's making it 3 wide on Byron and Keselowski. Byron slipped up on that restart. And Larson just second. I think Byron may have a problem. He's slow. Byron trying to get the run back, but he's already lost a couple positions. As Blaney, Larson, and Hamlin, 1, 2, 3. Wow, look how insane this restart is. And Bowman blocking Hocevar as much as he can.
And it seems like on multiple occasions today they run into the grass.
Both those guys had to get out of gas. 34 right there. Gilliland. More contact up the racetrack. They're gonna
Wow.
No, they're going to save it. Both cars way out of the throttle.
Both cars almost got collected right there, and Larson's trying to challenge for the lead.
2 to go. Second stage.
Obviously not in position to do it here. Anyway, to the inside here. Byron says, all right, I'll go to the outside. He's not going to make the pass there. Denny knows that, so that's why Denny gives it the outside. He's like, I know you can't pass me around the outside.
All right, so 1 lap to go for Ryan Blaney in stage 2, but he's under attack by Kyle Larson. Larson's going to go to the bottom. But he's not close enough.
Larson pulled up. It was Blaney that was the control car, but Larson got the jump, got the lead eventually, won the race. The 1-2 right now, final lap of the stage.
Trying to get the momentum off of turn 2. Blaney blocking.
This time around, he's going to see the green and white checkered flag ending.
So Ryan Blaney's going to win stage 2.
Stage win of the year for Blaney.
Got Larson, Hamlin, Byron, Kozlowski, Bowman, Kosovar, Logano, Busher, and Bubba Wallace getting stage points. All right. So I will be right back.
People always said I could light up a room, but psoriasis stole my spark. Until I got clearer skin. With Bimzelx, I can't wait to say I'm back.
Only Bimzelx targets and blocks IL-17A plus F to calm inflammation. Bimzelx can deliver transformative relief.
Most people got 100% clear skin. Some after the first dose.
Serious side effects like suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections, and lower ability to fight them, liver problems, and inflammatory bowel disease occur. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, or fevers, chills, muscle aches, or cough occur, or you've had a vaccine or plan to. Before starting, get checked for infections, tuberculosis, and liver problems.
Give yourself a chance to say I'm back.
Ask your dermatologist about Bimzelx, also approved for psoriatic arthritis and HS.
This Friday, get dressed up to see the Naked Gun. That's better. It's the most fun you can have with your clothes on. Now we're talking. The Naked Gun, rated PG-13.
This river wasn't dammed in a day, and GMC trucks weren't built overnight. Like every American achievement, they are a result of dedication. Over 100 years dedicated to the art of engineering and the ambition to always move this country forward. Celebrate Independence Day. Get 5.9% APR on GMC Sierra heavy-duty models. That's over $4,000 in average funded savings.
Ryan wants to get every new device that's smart. I'm wondering, how can the internet handle all of this?
We have Spectrum Internet. We use it for everything. Homework, remote work from home, doing research for trips.
Spectrum Internet allows us to do things faster and more conveniently.
I feel like that's a win-win for everybody.
Fast, reliable internet, starting at $30 a month, backed by the Spectrum commitment to keep you connected.
Cup Series Racing on TNT, brought to you by Straight Talk Wireless, real unlimited data for fans of Fast, official partner of NASCAR. The Credit One Bank NASCAR American Express Car. And by Toyota. Let's go places. Ryan Blaney making a pit stop while we were away. We knew he would come down. There's only one problem with this.
They were closed right now, but they were so low on fuel they couldn't run an extra lap. Penalty would be tail end of the longest line, which is super painful because there's 8 or 10 lap cars, so he's going to basically start shotgun on the entire field, but better than running out of gas on the racetrack.
Let's go to Danielle.
Yeah, Adam, I can add on the 12 there too. Very close, they said, on field. And if they ran out under a caution, he wouldn't have made it back around. You see the 48 is now down and away. Alex Bowman said, I'm tight in 2 and 4, 1 and 3 are fine, Marty.
Danielle, like we mentioned a moment ago, Jeremy Mullins told me we're going to pit here. They're going to try and fill up as much as they can for Brad Keselowski. That then will make their stop, which everyone has to make another one in stage 3, a little bit shorter with 58 to go. Meanwhile, we just saw Clemson around the Ty Gibbs coming down pit road, giving up 7.
All right, pit stop's going on. Ty Gibbs is in. Doesn't look like a lot of cars pitted there.
Basically, it was the last car that didn't hit. So for Gibbs, I think it's as simple as there's really no penalty. You're not going to gain anything, stand on the racetrack, put that fuel in, much like Brad Keselowski under green. A short stop might not help, but under yellow, a short stop maybe would
sponsored by National Debt Relief. Austin Center gets back on the lead lap. He's 24th in the running order. NASCAR Nation Crew with us next on TNT.
So Austin Cindric's going to get back on the lead lap. Yeah, so since Blaney had to pit, now we got Larson, Hamlin, Byron, Hocevar, Logano, Busher, Bubba Wallace, Chase Briscoe, John Nemechek, and Chase Elliott. Your top 10. I still don't really know who's going to win this race because of how Nick's strategy has been.
There's no safe like Simply Safe. There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering. Like the people who keep this country moving, doing what they do best. Helping neighbors, pitching in, getting it done. For them, only America's most dependable truck. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, and the bill becomes standard.
Are you here for Tracy?
We're here for everyone. Limo and I help people save hundreds by customizing car insurance with Liberty Mutual.
We ordered a limo, not a limo.
Oh yeah, we do that too. At your service. Only paying for what you need.
At NAPA, we are the pros with simple solutions for complex electrical systems. From starters and alternators to batteries and testers, NAPA has the new or remanufactured.
All right, let's see. Let's take a look. So Larson last pit on lap 78. Hamlin's got pit on lap 84. I'm pretty sure most of the field has to pit at least one more time. And then you have Blaney, Keselowski, Ty Gibbs. I think those three may be the ones that try to save fuel. I think pretty much everybody's got to pit one more time. It just depends on like if cautions mix things up.
Wherever they may take you. Find your way to money with personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
Welcome back to NASCAR Cup Series racing from Indianapolis, presented by Straight Talk Wireless. Ryan Blaney is your Stage 2 winner. His 5th stage win of the season, but of course he had to peel off to pit road to fuel up that race car just moments after Hypergun, Shannon Parker, and Jamie. Really, the word of the day has been strategy, Jamie. When you're out there in the car, how much do you or do you want to know about the strategy all the other guys are on?
Well, I want a coach, a cheerleader, a psychiatrist. I want everything that can give me the information, because we've seen some of the guys out front leading, but they're not in the best position. But when you're back in 12th or 15th, you might have the most fuel and be in the right position to win this race, but it's deflating when you're not up front. So I just want to know all the information I can get. This backdrop is incredible behind us, by the way. An unbelievable view that we have out here. But another thing that's really stuck out to me is the recovery by Denny Hamlin in that backup car has been amazing. And the contrasting days between Bubba Wallace, who scored 10 stage points today, and Kyle Busch, who came in here 39 points below that cut line, gets involved in that incident on the restart, damaged the front end. They've tried to work on it. He's having a very tough day, and kind of did not need to have that.
I know, Adam, you said it many times. This is the one crown jewel that Denny Hamlin has not won. He has 7 overall in his career. And you know he wants to check the box today, see what he can do in this final stage.
You know, if you had told him he's starting at the back in a backup car, he would be second for the restart of the final stage. I'm guessing he would have taken that time out for a progressive race recap. You see it here. Chase Briscoe starts on pole, wins the opening stage. Shannon talked about it. Stage 2 goes to Ryan Blaney. Had to make the pit stop. The pit road was not open.
Yeah, just think Hamlin starting last is now up to second. You never know what can happen in these races. So we've been streaming for more than 2 hours now. Interested to see how this restart's going to go. Of course, Larson picks the inside and Hamlin on the outside.
Adam, Jamie,
drivers wanting to know the entire scenario and information. Cliff Daniels, crew chief for Kyle Larson, laid it all out for Larson. Take a listen.
It's going to be you getting as big of a gap as you possibly can. Burn, burn, burn. Shake now under yellow. Burn under green. Get a big gap. That we move just more room to work under green.
And that gap is so important because Cliff Daniels explained the driver's 6 on back. They won't need as much fuel later. So the bigger advantage Kyle Larson can get, they'll have to take more fuel, but can take away that advantage some of those cars behind him will have naturally. So get as big of a lead as they can. Kyle Larson is instructed to do, Danielle.
Alan, Jimmy Hamlin running second right now. Impressive after starting dead last in the field because of an engine change and a backup car. It sounds like competition director Chris Gabehart's voice here on the radio explaining strategy to the end.
Yeah, so everybody good on one more stop. It's roughly about 15 laps away from this restart. When the pit cycle would probably start, even maybe coming in. Obviously, the deal will be everybody will be pushing for clean air, trying to stretch all the guys behind and everything they can.
Whether that was Chris Gabehart or Chris Gale's voice, Steve Letarte, what do you make of him alerting Denny Hamlin as to the field situation?
So you got to assume this is the last restart. If that's the case, this pass could be for the win. This restart could be for the win. That everybody gets in position. They're all going to pit at roughly the same time. We can't say with 100% confidence how much fuel everyone needs. They're all playing a cat and mouse chess game of how much.
You know, that could be, too, that some drivers got to have longer stops than others because they don't have as much fuel. So Hamlin, I believe, is in a better spot than the ones around him.
Side by side with somebody. Remember, Larson got by Byron on the last one. That was change of control in the race in the current situation.
Last year, Larson had to come from behind. Today, might be playing defense. He's in control here. Restart final stage, and on the front row with Hamlin. Two drivers that know how to deliver in big-time situations.
All right, Larson, Hamlin.
Final run, Brickyard 400.
Green flags back in the air. It doesn't seem like anyone spins the tires this time on this restart. Larson and Hamlin are side by side. Larson slides up the track. And Larson looks like he's going to clear Hamlin.
Break the draft.
Byron was going to try to make a move on Hamlin, but Hamlin shuts the door.
Byron knows how good that car is, and he also understands, as you talked about, Steve, the importance of this restart in gaining control of the race. So great to see Carson Hocevar up there. You got all these drivers that have delivered in big-time moments.
3 wide back there going into turn 1, ready to go the inside. Briscoe up high in the third group.
Remember, Brandon thought he had damage earlier. Marty Snyder told us it looked to me like that 45-car half pace. Briscoe's still under attack and not into the bottom.
Trying to battle on the outside of the race right here. He's lost 2 spots. Lose the third.
Now, I assume it's stay in line with Briscoe. That'll help him a little bit. And Briscoe's hold on. Briscoe's going to try. No, he's going to concede.
He's going to take the spot away.
You see how Dale shook his hand? He's like, there's no way he's driving on the outside. Reese right there. I like that.
No, you're not helping his teammate. Look at the outside.
That move like Mel, this works.
20 was top 5 in this race a year ago.
Going to look to the inside down the front straightaway, though. He's going to side draft. This 19 struggling. Here comes a 42 and Nemechek to the inside as well.
Toyota's trading spots. Bell gets by, trying to bring Nemechek with him.
Yeah, Elliott's not having a good restart. He's falling back.
All this happening, he's hit on back.
I like that move by John Hunter. Good car. Be selfish. Don't push the 19. Go on by. Make it happen for legacy.
You know, the ones that pitted later could try to take 2 tires.
Now the 19's going to have to block. Josh Berry right there in his back door. Finally.
You're going 10 extra laps, though. I wonder if he can make it that long.
Give some credit to Josh Berry as well. This has not been a good place for him. 2 starts here, 1 in Xfinity, 1 in Cup. Both times he had problems reported at DNF. Big crash here last year in the Brickyard 400.
This race is going to depend on how pit stop's going to go, who takes two, who tries to be crazy to take no tires, and how the caution will fall if we do get one. Because we know drivers are going to be aggressive.
This puts a good smile on my face when these two are in play. 7 times they finished 1-2, Hamlin and Larson. And here they are on the biggest stage. And some big pit stops coming. When will they make that stop? Under green. Stay with us. It's the Brickyard. You're watching NASCAR on TNT.
It's been a fun summer, but back to school is finally here. Make sure you get a free 5G phone and real unlimited data from Straight Talk, so you can show grandma their new sneakers.
Okay, so your top 10 as they run, we got Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, William Byron, Carson Hocevar, Joey Logano, Bubba Wallace, Tyler Reddick, Chris Buescher, Ryan Preece, and Christopher Bell. Your top 10 as they run.
Straight Talk, official partner of NASCAR. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. When you've got a big financial friend,
You know what? I'm actually going to turn on the IndyCar race and see what's going on there.
your goals become easier.
Because I think they're racing right now as well.
Always by your side. Your BFF is ready with so many ways to help you save. And by offering suggestions, your big financial friend can help you get where you want to go. Well, that's Experian, your big financial friend. Experian. Hot's last sale this summer has been extended.
Okay, they're on lap 38 and 95 in IndyCar, so still a long race to go there, but Alex Palou is leading that.
But don't wait. Book now. Save up to 25% at pods.com. Don't you see the twins needed?
Kids are so expensive these days. Most races are like money moves artisans.
Welcome to the final fight for the playoffs. More heat, more heartbreak, more chances slipping away. From Iowa to Watkins Glen, Richmond to Daytona, every lap, every pass, every point.
Yeah, no one has made a move to pit road yet. They're saying the next 10 to 15 laps, you'll start to see cars come in. Right now, pretty much drivers are holding position. Which meaning these pit stops, for all these 24 cars on the lead lap, it's going to be crucial. Because you cannot make a mistake. That can hurt your race. That goes on. So Larson has ran the fastest lap today, I believe. Take a look at lap time. Yeah, right now Larson has the best lap time average.
really to see the games we made here. Watch this 54. I thought that was kind of get watching up there. Bad as the team takes by the right time, it just passed. That's going to be the lap 2 there. Take over that spot. Good shot out for him. SBG making the games and running on the limit. If he wants to.
Carson Kosovar, 4th in the rookie lineup.
Yeah, I mean, for once trying to gamble on strategy, I can definitely see Hocevar doing it. Top 10's pretty much still the same.
And you see everybody kind of positioning themselves.
Challenges are our greatest opportunities.
And I'm like, part about not being so concerned on the road course is just, I don't think we're going to have a way more cars. And Mary's the first guy to come here. This is a little bit of a big game. Further back in the field, hopefully he gets a little lucky. Now, they'll probably lose a lap from where he hit first on the racetrack. We'll have to see that, depending on how long the race is. Where does Ford go for him?
Yeah, early gamble. We've seen these guys.
Here's Josh Berry in. The pit window is open. Pagano is in. So Fords are pitting early. Hamlin's not that far from Larson, by the way. But Larson might be looking to pit soon. He doesn't have as much fuel as Logano. Not as much fuel as Hamlin. But Hamlin's getting closer. This could be for the win here. So Hamlin's getting closer, but Byron and Briscoe are pitting behind. Oh, look at that. Briscoe and Byron side by side. And Briscoe's going to complete a pass on Byron on pit road. Either Byron had a bad stop or Briscoe had a better one. Okay, Bubba Wallace is in.
This is so interesting, right? Because the final lead the race, but all these cars coming up here, the 19, the 24, even the 21 of Barry's off the road a little bit. You see right now, another car blending off. That's the 17 Busher.
That gives maybe the start. Got an execute here.
Okay, Ty Gibbs is in.
Looks like it'll be $1 million day for Ty Gibbs, but still in terms of the race performance, not what they expected today. Let's finish the fourth. Speed yesterday. He's been suffering with the handling of the car, especially here in the second half. The race for State Park, bringing his driver down pit road with 40.
Oh, and here comes the leaders, Hamlin and Larson. Who's going to cycle to the lead first? Yeah, Larson does. They didn't wait that long for fuel. Probably none of them waited on 2 tires. There's Logano trying to run his fuel tank to the end. So Larson's the first one out at the cycle. He cycled in front of Byron and Josh Berry. Yeah, so the ones in front of Logano still have to pit. Logano's going to try to make it to the end on fuel. Which is going to be a stretch, but they've done it before. They've done it in Nashville, and they've done it at Las Vegas. Which Joe's race crucially got them to the championship four. Which, in my opinion, I thought was fraudulent, but hey, more power to you.
New kid on the block, all gas, no brakes. Oh, and Denny Hamilton. Ever won Daytona? He's won it 3 times. No big deal. We have a lot of drivers, all legends. You pick. Win?
Change is always happening. It's part of life. Here at Xfinity, we want to do our part to keep one thing the same, with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. So no matter how your other costs change, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi, with our best equipment included, for a price that stays exactly the same.
First time you visited Arkham County.
Yeah, you think nice.
Hey, now, just saying, it's a little bigger than imagination, okay? It's so lifelike. There's just so much of the kids to do here. Virtual reality, I mean, they even have zip lines. I guess I just never thought a place like this could be real.
So, you realize what?
I guess so. Arkham County, you just gotta see it to believe it.
You can run
card, National Debt Relief helps you take control, so you can pay less than you owe in less time than you think. When life wrecks your finances, National Debt Relief helps you back on track. Visit nationaldebtrelief.com to get started today.
Mortgages.
Fixing the wall and make something clean.
Now this mission point. And you to a parallel world.
Some of these drivers that have not hit yet are just trying to make something happen.
Series racing returns to the NBC family as it works USA at the July. 3 o'clock Eastern time, Sunday afternoon. Ryan Blaney going for 2 in a row there. Today it's his teammate trying to get it done at Indianapolis. Joey Logano. He is our Chewy top dog.
Yeah, I really doubt if Logano can stretch this to the end, but if he does, I'm not going to be happy.
Alan, what about the driver behind the wheel of the 22? They're telling him to go out
But Bubba Wallace is also running good laps too, and I think he pitted before Larson did.
Still 32 laps to go in this race, and you might be in a better fuel position than him as well. Just like tonight.
So Logano and Bubba Wallace are trying to stretch it to the end. And Larson's the freshest on tires right now.
So, they might be on the same low gas if they get comfortable at the end of this run to be able to come back pedals a little bit. The 23 is going to keep the pressure on Logano. Once they keep that 22 burning that fuel. Another thing to think about too is there's no better defender in the series than the 22 Logano. If he can match the gas, not run out of fuel, I don't see how you get around this young Bentley car. There's been a master class in managing these fuel situations. Every team, much like we are, they're doing it with warm-ups at home. They're looking how long they're on the road. They're looking at their data. They can all that information. I heard Dennis say right here, look, you think they can make it. It doesn't sound like a lot, so I need you to push. Even if you can't pass it, don't let them slow down. Push them. That's how you feel it, yeah, right? Keep the pressure on. I'll be shocked, though, if anyone runs themselves out of gas, knowing everything that they have in their fingertips. Technology.
Yeah, so Logano and Bubba Wallace took 2 on their last stop. The only one to take 2 tires, I think, was Tyler Reddick. That's why he's up there with Larson. So he didn't leapfrog Larson. So, see, taking 2 tires does kind of work here. It's got about 29 laps to go. It's about 29 minutes. We don't get a caution.
Everything rolls out here.
You got to those guys here. Yeah. What do you see, Marty?
Keselowski tried to set check for his last stop last year at lap 101. But there were a lot of caution laps in that. So we'll see what happens with the 12th. But see, I think it's a fascinating debate for those who think they can make it to the end.
Yeah, it's just the question is, will Logano and Bubba Wallace make it to the end? If not, Reddick is in a catbird seat, or Larson is, depending on if Larson can get past Tyler Reddick. Top 5 definitely still have to pit.
At the Brickyard. He's thinking if he runs long enough, the caution comes out, he'll have a tire advantage. Or if he just say he pins when he needs to feel loose, and then the caution comes out, he can stay out and have a better tire advantage. That's not the advantage. So let's do the same way.
So you're just a man, you're looking at Brickyard, you're way back in the out, under 10 miles up the road, take all you can get, right?
Dave Richard is on our spiders, two years, and a lot of the reasons we all brought Todd Gillis and everything. This car's right there, it's right here, that third is up. This is what the leader's back like. Man, these things got good accelerator.
This track's been great for him. Top 10 here last year. And his best run ever in a cup car came here on the road course. His rookie campaign 2022.
Oh, Logano has blown a tire. Wow. He took 2 tires. Now you got to worry about Bubba Wallace. Will he make it on tires? Now that they're going to bring out a caution, though. It seems like he's going to make it on pit road. Yeah, Logano's definitely not winning this race. Something good actually happens. They were just gambling and it did not pay off. I'm pretty sure Bubba Wallace now is worried with concern knowing that, well, his tires make it to the end. Oh, no power for Logano. Car can't sit on pit road. That's got to be a caution. Yeah, maybe they're trying to push him behind a wall. Oh, he does get it back going. Now Justin Haley and Keselowski's pitting. Yeah, Logano's chances of winning is over.
Twice here in the last 2 years, it's come close to being in a position where maybe win the result for him to like to get to the final time here. With 23 laps to go for Brad Keselowski, just one time only enough fuel to make it to the end. The cycle for Ryan Blaney to the race lead.
So I'm interested because this car knows that could have been a caution. So
So Ryan Blaney is now the leader. Will he have enough fuel or tire to make it to the end?
On WhatsApp, your personal messages, they're yours. We can't see them. We can't hear them. We can't read. They're all private. On WhatsApp, no one can see or hear your personal messages. Not even us.
If you feel like you're on the wrong road with your finances, Credit Karma can help you push through to a better place. Because that's how you gain the power to reach your horizons. Wherever they may take you. Find your way to money with personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on. Chili's wanted to reintroduce the president and margaritas to a NASCAR, but that was pretty complex, so we came up with the catchy line.
They're down to 20 laps to go now.
At Burger King, celebrities don't rule the menu. You do. Sure, we could get some famous person to make a meal, but here, you rule.
Hey, hi ma'am, what do you want? A barbecue brisket waffle would be cool.
We hear you, and we're just getting started. Try the first one, the Whopper by U Series.
I don't think rain's going to affect this race.
This is how you in the summer, under the lights. So now, it's the place where legends are made.
Okay, top 10 as we run. You got Ryan Blaney, Catherine Legg. Still needs his pit. Bubba Wallace, Tyler Reddick, Kyle Larson, Josh Berry, William Byron, Denny Hamlin, Chase Briscoe, and Christopher Bell is your top 10.
Inside of 20 laps to go. NASCAR Cup Series racing in Indianapolis. The Brickyard 400 Ryan Blaney. Your race leader, however, one still watch presented by Credit Karma. Evan Lawson is 23, running in third place, but going around Catherine Legg right here for second.
So Catherine Legg's going to lose position to Bubba Wallace. Wallace is now on second. It's a battle of the best friends right now, Ryan Blaney and Bubba Wallace. Will Blaney stretch his fuel enough, or will Bubba Wallace stretch his tires enough to win? Kyle Larson's there to pounce if anything happens, and so is Tyler Reddick.
It would be impressive, almost unbelievable, but if Blaney can pull it off, he currently has an 18 or 20-second lead over cars behind, so he's got room to save gas, but I just can't think of it.
Remember, Blaney was close to winning this race last year, but just had things not go his way at the end. And Josh Berry's in the mix right behind Kyle Larson, so is William Byron. Look at that, my dog just paid me a visit. Oh, Blaney's spinning, so he's not going to make it to the end. So Blaney's not going to make it on fuel, so it's now up to Bubba Wallace if he can make it. Catherine Legg's pitting as well.
Wallace now quickly running over Barry up there with Byler, Hanlon, Briscoe. Interesting collection of drivers inside the top 10. The drivers and the organizations for which they represent.
Restart of the final stage. Talk about that at the end, and then it was all about a green flag cycle. Really, all the leaders did a really nice job of handling that game.
Right there.
Right here. All of the line, giving you a lot of good play. Quick right side, the fuel lane. Even difference maker, right? How long it takes them to plug that canyon. They had to wait on fuel a little bit. Not as long as it takes 4 times. That's on the racetrack. But now we can move the race.
So Larson's now ahead of Reddick. So Larson is there. Bubba Wallace has to pit, or he has a problem. That's a big pack of cars right behind Larson, though.
Just like last year, because last year they were 23rd with 30 laps to go. They knew he was good, and you love a driver like Larson on the offense.
But you always got a chance of a caution happening later at the end, too.
Shuts the door. All the stuff there is end up into a yellow flag, right? All the big cars in line right here for position. Everybody's trying to save a little fuel, but keep their track position, save a little fuel, don't let anybody pass.
Yeah, Bubba Wallace is only a little more than 5 seconds ahead of Larson.
Junior just trying to save fuel also after his track position. He had to give up a spot to Kyle Larson. Also a little bit of a concern that not only about the fuel you run on the Xfinity onboard mobile with
Got 15 laps to go. It's going to be 14 the next time they go by.
I've seen so many more tires go down there, but Tyler Reddick's going to run out.
Yeah, that's pretty great. You know, to have a race you going this fast, you got a failure. Just kind of dressed, you know, these guys, it's hoping maybe to get some yellow to get the gain the fuel mileage to race a little bit harder.
Well, we got 22 cars on the lead lap. Ryan Blaney's the last car on the lead lap. And now Larson's trying to close that lead.
But a win means the bubble doesn't matter anymore. He'd be locked into the playoffs. Chase Briscoe 7th after starting on the pole, Marty.
On his focus on fuel, Chase Briscoe also radioed to James Fallon on right rear vibration. It's getting worse. He said, "You want to come to pit road?" His spotter did, and then James Hall said, "No, stay out there if you can. As long as you can stay out
So
there."
possibly a right rear vibration for Chase Briscoe.
Take care of that. So, see, that's a lot of time. A lot of drivers talking about right rear vibration playing this one.
No caution going to come out. Some of these drivers have issues.
What is it about any race here and the drama that comes? Did you see the checkered flag at the end of the tunnel? It's just so hard to finish one off at Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Say what you say, say what you want about stage racing, but it's really made this third stage pretty intense in every single race that we go to.
Now we go in-season challenge. Ty Gibbs running 16th. 3 laps down in 30th. He's got to finish the job of the Ty Gibbs. You win the first in-season challenge and pick up the $1 million.
Larson's closing that gap to 4.5 seconds now.
There has been no driver in the next gen era that has been on the playoff bubble 16th or 17th in the standings more than Bubba Wallace. And here he sits, not only looking at a possible Brickyard 400 win with 11 laps to go, coming to 10 laps to go, but also a berth into the playoffs. Dave, I can't imagine what he's feeling right now. All the pressure, all the talk about the playoffs would be off if he can finish these final 10 laps, and also he would get to celebrate a Brickyard 400 win.
Yeah, right now he just wants to stick it on green, right? He wants no caution clear. He has a pace.
Yeah. 10 laps to go. I think Wallace may be good to the finish, but he cannot have any overtimes.
Always had a flair for the dramatic. They had to deliver in the clutch in all the big moments, all the big events. And now Bubba trying to do it here with a 23-11 victory. Meanwhile, the 5-team trying to rally like the 3 seconds back.
So Larson's gaining a couple tenths on Bubba Wallace. But he just got to have lap traffic go his way. Nervous a caution might come out. Take a look at your top 10. We got Ryan Blaney. No, it's not Ryan Blaney anymore. He pitted. Okay, it seems like the live leaderboard's not working for NASCAR. So I can't really see who the top. Well, Byron made a move on Reddick. I guess Reddick made a mistake and Byron got past. Yeah, the live feed's not working for NASCAR, so I'm going to have to see. So your top 10 is Bubba Wallace, Kyle Larson, who's closing, William Byron, Tyler Reddick, Denny Hamlin, Josh Berry, Chase Briscoe, Christopher Bell, Chris Buescher, and Carson Hocemoore. And it seems like Reddick is losing spots. He may have an issue with his car. Yeah, I think Reddick may have a problem with the 45. But remember, Reddick took 2 tires the last time he pitted, so those could be going away. You know Bubba Wallace is going to block like crazy when Larson gets there, though. If Larson could get there. I don't know. I feel like Larson might catch Bubba Wallace with how much time he's gaining. Like, 6 laps is still a long time around Indy. But also, remember I talked about earlier in the race, dirty air could have a factor on your car, and a caution's out. What's caution for? Rain in turn 1. Rain could be a factor. Could be deja vu of last week where we had rain late in the race and then we had a restart. So rain in turn 1 is why they brought the caution out. So let's take a look at the radar. Is it a lot of rain? It doesn't look like a lot of rain around Indianapolis, though. No, it must be a small rain cell or something. It doesn't look like a lot.
This relief lap sponsored by National Debt Relief at Sure done a really nice job here today. Stayed in the game. Was in the top 5. They were doing well when that cycle was going on up the green flag. And first driver, Indianapolis 500 at the Brickyard. March time race is about really understanding the car, living the car, really getting to where she feels comfortable pushing the car. And we see toward the end of the race that starts to look really good. You see the rain on the windshield. We're right on board with Ty Gabb. Ty gets here. Raindrops out there on the windshield of that car. So, yeah, Gibbs with Ty a couple laps down, 3 laps down. I think for Gibbs, I would probably take tires instead of keys.
I don't know. It depends on. Indianapolis is a big track, though. And maybe just one section you might have to dry off. But I mean, if it rains all across the track, they'll probably call it off because it's a big track for Indy. Man, you got to be.
At the big lead, that's been a race. Has he been saving anything? Larson's been running you guys down. What's the situation right now with Butler and Rico?
Yeah, we're in good shape on base there, and fine on fuel to the end. So right now, just like everybody else, we're trying to save that little bit of room for the green white checker.
Yeah, Bubba Wallace is trying to save, but he wanted it to go to the end, and it's not going to happen for him.
Finish it off here.
The scenario's out there. What do you tell your driver? Is there coaching? Is there information he can use? What do you do right now to help him?
Not really to tell him anything right now. He's going for the trophy. That's what we're here for.
Wallace trying to get that 400 trophies. Hold up the pack behind him.
A great combination. Charles Dye, first year of all the shots for the 23. And Bubba Wallace, tremendous leadership on the blocks. The Denoxa guy that really had a lot of success in the Craftsman Truck Series, but they've done an incredible job of managing these races and making the most of days when you
Yeah. So if we do get that going, they'll have another restart, which I know will be chaotic.
Now with just a little bump up, it really shows on the radar until it was here. And then 30 miles out is a bit bigger range than something to worry about short term.
I agree. Yeah, that's why we're yelling at our shot that we rain like so we saw the water on the windshield of 54.
Yeah, it's light sprinkles. It's not that big of a cell.
Yeah, you'd like to see bigger open if you're Bubba Wallace. I think there's a lot of cars in the field that are really kind of fuel. And they need additional laps to go to push them further into an overtime situation. So, kind of thinking about it. The track has enough temperature in it. The experience is just in the Xfinity race. Get a little bit of a drizzle immediately to drive relatively quickly. So,
By the way, Alex Palou is leading the IndyCar race. Not a surprise there, because Laguna Seca is one of his best tracks. And he's been dominant all season.
interesting. Race a pucker one time and only ran in turn 2.
There's no rain in the track. It's just the laps for the roundabout.
Oh, it's downpouring in turn 1.
racetrack. And the drivers were just told we're coming down Green Road and stopping as it starts to rain here a little bit on pit road. So Cliff Daniels, good call here by NASCAR to stop the race at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. As soon as we started talking, now the rain's coming. So from what we saw, it was going to be a little small cell. Obviously, we'll see what it turns into.
All right, so they're pulling along pit road. They're going to put it under red flag.
Proud of Kyle, proud of the team, to be in this spot to be in contention, and here he can bring us from that.
You go back green, where was your advantage? The fuel advantage of 23.
Maybe two, but it's small. I think everybody in the top, rows is probably in a very similar position on fuel. So yeah, it's just a matter of maybe getting under exit to green light checker where you pour fuel on the line. Definitely good for us. And yeah, hopefully, we can get a good restart and race down each other. Certainly going to be a fun race time to get it.
Yeah, so depends on how much it rains. If it's just that one corner, they can get it dry, but if it's the entire track, then they have to call it.
Cliff Daniels watching to see if it's going to stop raining here, and it kind of has stopped here on pit road. And Adam, you can always count on the jet dryers to come right by you when you're doing a crew chief interview, right? Murphy's Law.
I'll say this, we were just talking about it right before the caution came out, maybe 10 laps ago, about the drama that seems to always unfold late in Indy and how hard it is to close the deal. And I said it, 5 more minutes of no rain, and the race is over. And Bubba Wallace might very well win this thing. And now the total complexion changes. The fans think the 3 and 4 from the other sport.
I mean, they were going to raindrop one at that end of the racetrack. I mean, this was really crazy that just one end of the track saw the rain.
They got the track dryers out.
That was not big time rain.
Absolutely not big time. Okay.
They're saying the rain stopped. So.
Because look at the shakeup on the leaderboard.
You and I talked about how we always fight the top of the front line. You heard Marty say he's going to live there more than anyone. This win would be just a shot in the arm. It would make that front line a big gap. But you just have to think there's potential new winner down the road still.
Yeah, they're kind of foolish thinking that winner was going to move below the cut line. He is now in position to be that winner.
Yeah.
So, what an incredible day that be for the 23 team, and what kind of pressure that puts on Chris Buescher and Ryan Freese. It really kind of pretty much puts everyone below that Chris Buescher in 16 and left win for the remaining 4 races before the regular season is over.
Just think about the schedule. Iowa, a short track. We know how crazy things can get there. Richmond, another short track on the schedule. Watkins Glen has produced some wild finishes in a regular season finale, and the always unpredictable Daytona International Speedway. Red flag is out for rain at Indianapolis. 4 laps to go. Brickyard.
Your bike is officially protected by America's #1 motorcycle shirt. You can now safely go wherever the wind takes us.
I'm not sure what's going to happen.
Without me, the owner and I aren't as big concerns. Apparently, the refills are limited. It's not okay.
Yeah. I'll say this. I'd rather be in Larson's position than Bubba Wallace's position. Because if you were Bubba Wallace, you needed it to go green all the way. But also, this may help you too, since they have put it under red flag instead of trying to go to pace laps. So maybe you save a little bit of fuel, but not a lot. But also the concerns too, will your car refire? Will your car refire if you don't have as much fuel? Because there has been situations where your car could not fire up that well. You couldn't get going. That would cost you a race. So.
Is outside. So mom uses Chewy to get us flea and tick meds at a great price. Delivered right to their door or right to the couch. For quality meds and great prices, for life with pets, there's Chewy. It's been a fun summer, but back to school is finally here. Make sure you get a free 5G phone and real unlimited data from Straight Talk, so you can show grandma their new sneakers. Stream the last lap of the race, and order some last-minute school supplies while the kids enjoy the last moments of summer. Switch to Straight Talk and spend less on wireless with a free 5G phone on us, on America's most reliable 5G network. Straight Talk, official partner of NASCAR. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart.
Brandon Colis, Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
What'd she call her? I think she said the twins' name.
Stadiums do.
Oasis Greens and Spa.
The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
Man, someone saying you could have ran the race under green to the end. That looked like a lot of rain. I don't think you could have.
The Xfinity race on CW. Their coverage beginning at 4. Then Sunday, another short track race for these Cup teams. It'll be only 4 races to go to the playoffs. Coverage shifts.
Man, could be Larson's chance to go back to back.
It's going to be fun. Can't wait to go back to Iowa. We got to see it the first time a year ago. Ryan Blaney pulled it off, and I'll tell you, it's a great area of the country. The crowd is unbelievable. It's standing room only around that short track. It's a fun race to cover.
The best way to experience something else.
Well, we've got a chance here, an opportunity to talk to William Byron at 24 here.
3-day weekend.
Hey, William,
They're not putting the covers on the cars, so that's good. So maybe they can get this tried soon.
Stand by.
Cannonball right into your issue here. Hold on.
Marty?
This is something we mentioned earlier in the race. I don't think it's a panic moment for William Byron, but one of the fans is blowing smoke into the car, so he and Rudy Peter were talking about it. I'll give you a heads up when you chat with him, but no real panic in the 24 play.
I will say it's going to be great for on the green, trying to win the Brickyard 400 year road. But it was hot having a crew race out on the stage. I know Jamie New York is going to mount this point, but now sitting in these cars, both Parker and Jamie talked about this is what would be the toughest for a driver sitting here in the heat. These cars would keep soaked. Let's see if we can try it again. William Byron is the guy who got yeah, I got here. Here you have stuck in the car today. What's going on? Yeah, I'm not sure. It's like the
So there's smoke going on in William Byron's car. Will that affect him at all? Well, from his fan, but yeah, just like Dover last week, we're getting a late caution for rain, and it could drive the track.
Obviously take the ride, do whatever I can with it. The launch is going to be super important. Get on the loose stuff, just get it cleaned up for that, and have a good launch.
I mean, with how these NASCAR races are going, I'm not surprised that we got a caution at the end. So that seems to be like the biggest trend.
William Byron won earlier this season in the Daytona 500, so he knows success in the crown jewels. That word, it's going to be about 10 to 15 minutes to dry that portion of the track that was dampened by a shower. Look through the top 10 on our leaderboard. We've talked a lot about those guys up there in the top 5. Got to celebrate Josh Berry. Tyler Reddick, second year a year ago. We mentioned Chase Briscoe one time had a major vibration, going to ride it out. Paul Sitter is 7th. Briscoe won stage 1. Of course, he's an Indiana guy. Christopher Bell looking for his first top 10 on an oval since Nashville and not having a bad day in 8th. Chris Buescher on a run at top 10, so you're doing everything he can to keep himself above that playoff cut line. And Carson Hocevar, year 2 for him. And they've been all over the board. A couple of runner-up finishes this season. And in the Brickyard 400, driving for Spire, to see him doing what he's doing, I mean, it's really been positive and another showcase of his talent and ability. Well, let's do a little race recap of what we've seen today in the Brickyard 400 presented by EPG. There goes the 19 Briscoe giving us one minute lead.
Yeah, it was pretty good stage for Briscoe, obviously getting the stage win, and not a lot of eventful accidents or anything going on, except for this one right here. The one car gets turned around, a lot of fuel saving, have everybody checking up early. And now gets to the back of the one of Chastain getting out of the corner. Surprise Chastain. He's running down as well, pretty hard hitting that outside wall in turn 3. And then that yellow kind of encouraged all these split decisions. Some staying out, the Mexican car standing there in the racetrack. Goes to the field, comes to pit road, which means that the Mexican cars have to come up the green, which ended up working out. They ended up with some good track position in these decisions.
See them making their pit stops as everything cycled through. Open the door for Chase Briscoe to be back on point and collects the victory in stage 1, second stage win of the year.
Cedric leading in stage 2 has a flat grinder tire down the front straightaway. And then the 43 had a right front wheel come off the car, sending him hard into the outside wall in turn 3. Greg Jones with Davis good. They're having a lot of speed all weekend for Legacy. Briscoe's trying to get to that road. The yellow lights come on, he can stay on the racetrack. He was going to hit the lottery ticket right there, trying to jump on before the yellow comes out. Not so fortunate.
Ryan Blaney playing that strategy. And then you go to this restart as everyone's trying to get control. If you knew Blaney would have to fit and look at Larson driving through to jump in front of his teammate, William Maverick.
And William Maverick would have that spot back. He gets in second right there.
When he reached the stage, the Ben Route Jewel actually came down the pit lane before pit road opened.
Yeah, Bob Walsh was 10th in that stage, but he's setting himself up for later options for the 23. So he took 2 tires on this shortstop. Shortstop at the 22 second in and the lead at 23 as well. 2 tires. That jumps Larson and Byron and some of the cars that needed 4 tires of fuel.
Larson said, I'll take 4 tires. And then the blend, and where is everybody in the running order? It's Logano out there, here comes Bubba, and you watch Larson coming off the pit lane.
Yeah, look how close it was. Not only doesn't have his issues, but who probably to the 23 spot.
Reddick was in that mix as well at the time.
Number 22 has a tire issue as well. Another Penske car with a right rear tire, and Bubba's sitting in the best spot to be able to avoid this and take the lead and put himself in position to try to win the Brickyard 400. Yeah, 2 Penske cars with flat tires just they hurt their chances of loss with this big lead running the rain.
Yeah, Bubba's leading. You're hearing all these reports and vibrations. And we're talking about, man, Bubba doesn't need a caution, It wasn't something on track that brought out the yellow flag. It was Mother Nature. We get rain with 4 laps to go. The caution is turned into a red flag, and we're hopeful to be less than 10 minutes away to drive this track. And then getting ready for an overtime finish.
Okay, less than 10 minutes away from driving a tractor, saying. Drivers are still in their cars.
Chris, what are you thinking when we go back? Sounds like we'll have an overtime 2-lap shootout here.
I can barely hear with the jet drivers. I think we're good for a couple overtimes. So we were just talking a little bit about what was going to happen with the twos, who was going to push who, and where we were going to take. So I think that's the intriguing part right now. So I don't know. We'll see.
You always take the outside, right? Here at Indianapolis? Or no, that you always take the inside here at Indianapolis.
Yeah, I mean, depending on what you're doing there and what's going to happen, I don't know. We were talking about that for sure. There's a debate going. We'll see.
Can you even believe, Chris, that you're in this position after starting dead last in a backup car?
No, not really. I think that, obviously this team is very good. Obviously they've excelled all year and they've shown that, changing an engine in Chicago and coming back for a fourth place finish that we can do it today. It's hard to pass. But I don't think we're surprised by it. It's good to do it, though.
You told me this morning, for Denny Hamlin to get up front, you're just going to have to do it the old-fashioned way, pick them off one at a time.
Yeah, I mean, there were a couple opportunities, right? We probably missed on one, and I didn't want to get aggressive in a certain situation, and then we took advantage of the right side stop earlier when other guys were doing forward to get track position, and then had to wait on a little bit more fuel at the end, but, hopefully that was better, a better trade-off for us with more green flag stretch, in the field. So we'll see. We still got a shot here with one or two green checkers.
How do track conditions change, Chris? This wasn't a total washout, obviously, the track, more like a sprinkle or a short shower.
Yeah, I think it'll have a little more grip, right, with cooler temps. That's about it.
Okay, so right now in the IndyCar race, as we're waiting, we got Alex Palou, Christian Lugard, and Colton Herta, your top three.
I'm sorry.
I believe they just had a restart. That's why they're all close together.
600, the Southern 500, the Daytona 500. And when they went to the backup car, I was talking to Chris this morning, and he said, it really would be a shame if we didn't have a shot at this, because Denny and I talked about two things in the offseason. Getting to 60 wins, he's sitting at 58, and Indianapolis. He said, that is the one we circled. It's the one that Denny wants. And here we go now. Denny Hamlin sitting fourth will have a shot.
Danielle talked about the fact that Denny is no stranger to success in the Crown Jewels. And that was unbelievable with Ian Truex in the 500. 3 times he won the Great American Race.
Looks like it about more than 2 feet. But also a 2022 Coke 600 winner. That was the latter one, the Southern 500. Man, he knows how to run that place so well. 3 times as well, much like the Great 500. 11 years apart, though, between 2010 and 2021. That says a lot about really his career in general. To win that race over a decade apart from his first couple of weeks to his most recent. He's always been great at Darlington. This kind of racetrack, he kind of grew up on the short tracks of the Southeast, so all those tracks relatively worn out.
Oh, caution out for IndyCar. Alex Palou, not Alex Palou. Santino Ferrucci has beached it into the gravel.
Wow. And I love the comment from the crew chief just before we saw those highlights about the temperature, track temperature. We saw it yesterday with the Xfinity race. Now, nothing's probably changed for turn 3 and 4 speed. Right. But restarts, you got to tell your driver, tip down in 1 and 2. We just soaked it. Turn 2, it absolutely soaked it.
So they're showing on there only 4 drivers have won all the Crown Jewel races. Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson, Dale Earnhardt, and Kevin Harvick. Hamlin has the opportunity to be the 5th one on the list. But he's just gotta have a lot go right for him to the end.
Yesterday, the Xfinity series, you get that 4 grip you had. 4 grip that you think you had. Going down into turn 1, into turn 2. To drive the car, be aggressive, force issue, count on that car to really have what you need to be able to make it happen off the restart. The restart's going to be critical. It's going to be chaos off the turn 2. Some cars are going to have to live because of things that happen in 1 and 2. Some cars are going to be coming for big runs. We see it every year here. I just can't see it only taking 1 shot at this. I just can't. Like, there's too many people thinking they can get a few more spots. It just never seems to work that way.
The over-under on overtime attempts, I'll set it at 2.5. At that, a trip inside the museum is We Get a Break on TNT.
From local shops in Portland, Maine, to national garages in Portland, Oregon, NAPA and our nationwide network of parts and exceptional service are here to keep your business moving at full speed.
Brandon Foley, Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
What did she call her? She said the twins' name.
Stadiums do.
Oasis Breeze and Spa.
I watched the tornado cross into the field. Had a gust of wind hit the back of the truck.
Real-time driver data, multi-view options, and full-team audio. NASCAR Driver, all season long, only on HBO Max. Another delicious portal. It leads to a parallel world.
So you're back racing for IndyCar. Dixon locked it up. He's going to lose a spot.
Is over there. You belong here with us.
Understand the life.
Me and Mom used to run around and do some real back. We got hurt, now they're coming after us.
I wanted to protect you from all your mom's stuff, from all my stuff.
Love you, Mom.
Too. You treat me like that.
Welcome to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Nothing finer in motorsports when you come in, you know you're somewhere special. One race that can define a career. It's a racetrack that all drivers want to win. Can't tell enough the history here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Today, the 29th running at the Brickyard 400. Jeff Gordon, 5 wins. He was
So they do bring it. We're back under yellow flag now, so I'm marking it as overtime.
We drive the track, and now the question of what's next. You did, do you not get, and what happens on this result?
Now, I will say, you get 2 or 3 or 4 overtimes. If you're a first car to pick, you can cycle your way up and get in that position. So I think, I don't know, 12 to 13 back are probably going to come pair up. Sure, Marty, what do you hear?
See, that is the familiar time every line crew chief Tyler Reddick sitting in 6. Here's what he and Billy Scott talked about just a moment ago.
Delay will take us into at least 1 attempt of overtime by a lap or 2. Feel like we should be all right.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to get 1 attempt of overtime. Excuse me. But I definitely feel like it's not going to be the only overtime. I feel like we're going to get a lot more. I feel like it's going to be chaotic.
We can make multiple attempts at overtime. So would you risk it? Give up track position and come down here right now because Tyler Reddick told Billy Scott there's 0 shot. There's going to be 1 overtime in this race.
Well, I think the question is, Reddick is the type of guy that I think can do it.
If we do have 1 overtime, I'll be shocked.
You know, he's pretty good on points and plus 170. And then we lock him in. He's running 6. He doesn't think he can win from 6 all time.
We had 2 overtimes last year, and that's the big. I mean, the chance that there'll be an accident off of turn 2 goes way up. You know, that's what you have to weigh. And if you say, okay, we know, I think there'll be 2 overtimes. You got to come this time. You got to come back. Right? You don't wait and then hit when that opportunity for the second overtime comes. You've already signed yourself behind it.
Yeah, I think Pelot's got this race secured for IndyCar.
Then you come on down Pure Road, which I think a lot of people in the back half of the field do that, right? And then when you run out of gas, you finish behind all of those cars, right? So it's I mean, top 5, absolutely stay on track, maybe some in the top 10. But I like the gamble, honestly, if you're ready for maybe a Bar or somebody like that. Keselowski, he got burned last year, running out of gas coming to restart for the final. Pretty light check early shot. Time goes to like shootout. So if the caution comes out prior to the leader coming back to the white flag.
Yeah, remember, Bubba Wallace was in the same situation Brad Keselowski was. Will Bubba have enough fuel? Or will he have even a car to battle against Larson to the end? Then, of course, do we have more than 1 overtime?
That's exactly right. And we've seen it here before. Seen it a lot of places, but I feel like it's a recurring thing in this room.
Well, it's decision time. I believe Pit Road's open it is. So there's no chance if I'm the front 2 rows, long slots with my right angle. Unless I don't run out of gas, I'm staying that way. Here you go. Reddick, blue car right there. Turn to left.
It's like Reddick's going to hit.
Briscoe looked at there and said, this guy's coming with me. So I'm aboard. Elliott.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't think anyone was going to hit besides ones in the back.
Chase or John Hunter need to check. So these guys need the back. Marty.
Yep, so Tyler Lennox, there's zero shot. There will be one overtime.
Oh, boy.
Billy Scott making the ball, bringing down pit road. Interesting to see if they take tires here. Remember, he's had that right rear.
We're going into overtime, guys.
At least right sides here. He's had that right rear vibration from much of that last run. So if there are multiple attempts, the car putting right now, no, they can make it. A lot of other teams have no idea.
You're going to do reference the vibration for Tyler Reddick. Briscoe, we talked about it. He looked like he liked how he decides not to. He was another driver that mentioned the vibration on that final run. It's Ty Gibbs comes down and moving away. The in-season challenge and trying to close the deal on that $1 million in the bracket.
That's the situation. It's tough for him now. Large majority of the
You got center pitting. Only one that was out front that was pitting was Reddick, and that was it. And they were concerned about Reddick on tires and fuel. Someone in the back pitting, trying to take their chance.
I think I know what I would do. All bank accounts unmeasured
Boy, this restart's going to be insane.
Well, then let's talk about where they're going to choose. We know who's picking. All right, Dale, you're Bubba Wallace. We saw it all, but I heard not to tear a Band-Aid off. But he did win auxiliary, so I'm glad to make it too. He chose the top, which I think was going to work, but then Larson mistakenly got into it and caught the wreck. So if you're at 23, talk him off.
If you choose the bottom, where's Byron? That's the question. Byron is not going to push the 23 into a win past the 5. I would imagine that would be bad. That would be bad. So you'll hear about that on Monday, or maybe soon. So that's the question. 20. Denny Hamlin. Can there be a place where Bubba and Denny are able to line up together? Either way, the second row is really.
Now this is going to be interesting. Since Bubba Wallace and Larson are starting side by side, Byron and Hamlin are behind.
I just love that you said
Does Byron choose to be behind Bubba Wallace and not help to push him? Or does he go with his teammate to try to help him win the race? Interesting. But also, you know, Hamlin's hungry for a win at the Brickyard. Which he would win all 4 crown jewels if he wins here. It all depends on who picks what. Okay, they're not picking yet. This is just going to hurt Bubba Wallace more. Another lap they take.
Just checking in with Bubba Wallace's team trial tonight. Told me, yes, we are good for one overtime. I said, what about overtime number 2? He said, that one I'm not so confident in. Think about Allen, what's right in front of Bubba Wallace, a possibility of making the playoffs, a possibility.
So see, Bubba Wallace is good for 1 overtime, but number 2, they're not sure.
Do they have the fuel to make it to the end, and is it just 1 overtime?
One thing having it 1 overtime, it's another trying to hold off Larson. We could have the opportunity to go back to back. So let's look at the top 10. We'll see if NASCAR has their leaderboard updated or fixed. I want to see a live leaderboard. Okay, so you got Bubba Wallace first, Kyle Larson second, William Byron third, Denny Hamlin fourth, Josh Berry fifth, Chase Briscoe sixth, seventh, Christopher Bell eighth, Chris Buescher ninth, Carson Hocevar, and 10th, Brad Keselowski.
Second crown jewel in 2025 is on the line for William Byron. He'll push Larson, but will he take the chance to make it 3 wide? We'll see, Daniel.
Denny Hamlin.
Well, Byron says he's going to push Larson, so
On this restart.
he's probably going to be on the outside with Larson.
Teammates and Bubba Wallace.
So Bubba Wallace just got to make sure he gets a really good restart. You know, Hamlin's going to probably try to push Bubba too, because that's a car he owns. And they're coming to the final lap in his Indy car. And Alex Palou, I've lost count of how many times he's going to win, but he wins again at Laguna Seca. You got Ludar in second and Colton Herta in third. And my favorite driver in IndyCar title award in fourth. And Scott Dixon fifth. But here we are in NASCAR. What's going to happen? Do we make it to the end, or do we have more overtimes? I have a feeling with how crazy the restarts have been, I think we're getting another overtime. Okay, so they're going to pick this time, I believe. So Bubba picks the inside, Larson outside. What? Byron goes with Bubba Wallace. I mean, that could be a not bad decision because the inside has been a lot better today on restarts than what the outside's been. I think they said on the radio that Byron's going to help Larson. Okay.
There's a part of me as a sports fan that I don't really love hearing about all organizations. I want to see William Byron do what William Byron was. Let's remember Rossley a year ago. Brad Keselowski was on the front row, ran out of gas coming to the restart, had to turn left. And that's what messed the whole restart up right here. That orange black car, Brad Case hits. That makes Blaney the control party doesn't get a great restart. Larson clears him on the inside. Game over after a whole bunch of minutes. Yeah, they ran behind him. So another green white checker that did Priest ended up spun out off the turn 2, which ended the race in the yellow.
Yeah, what's going to happen here?
At least one extra session here today. Front row, Bubba Wallace, Kyle Larson. For Bubba, it would be his first win of the year, lock himself into the playoffs. For Larson, he would end the summer slide, get back to the victory lane, and go back-to-back in this crown jewel event.
I mean, the storylines are Briscoe did it.
All right. Inside's Bubba Wallace, outside's Kyle Larson. Byron's on the inside, Josh Berry's on the outside. Hamlin elected to go to the inside, so he's restarting behind Byron. So there's a lot of drivers thinking that the inside line is going to be the better line. Okay. For the Brickyard 400 in 2025, Bubba Wallace and Kyle Larson side by side. Will we have another overtime, or will this be it? And will Bubba Wallace have enough fuel? Here we go. Pace car's in. It's time to settle it. Green flags in the air. Bubba Wallace gets a great launch, but is Larson going to try to pin Wallace on the outside? Larson's getting a big push by Josh Berry. And they're side by side. Bubba Wallace clears Larson. But will we make it back to the line? And will Larson try to catch up? Bubba Wallace is going to block for his life. Oh, we got a crash. And it's Todd Gill. No, I think that's Zane Smith and Tyler Reddick. And the caution's out. Wow, Reddick, who chose to pit, is not going to win the race and not going to make the right decision. See, I didn't think we were going to have one overtime. Now we're going to have two.
I'm an emotional type guy. He's very EQ. Let's see how Zane Smith can turn around here down the back screen. Christopher Bell gets into the. It's kind of hard to tell from that angle. Looking at it from how you get on, we can see if there was a block here. Zane's blocking a little bit low. The 20 just gets hooked and turned into. I don't know if this time it got a little bad push. Just a. Is anyone on the 20 bumper? I didn't think he was trying to cross over the top. It was not the same. That was not going to be happening. Totally broken. Yeah, the 20 just goes left into. Just big misjudgment into the pod.
Started on the pole last year, finished second. Crash late today takes him out of contention.
Giving drivers that same victory on the races.
Yeah, it looked like Christopher Bell just misjudged. He was trying to dive late to do it.
Yeah, so that's 2 cars involved in the accident. Zane Smith and Tyler Reddick. And Logano kind of got some of that too.
That is terrible. That was just terrible.
But now the question is, does Bubba Wallace have enough fuel for another restart?
Well, in Bubba Wallace's shot at the Brickyard 400. This was from Charles tonight just moments ago. Listen.
Keep saving over here. Obviously not in a good spot on fuel. At a minimum, we got to get to when pit road is open.
At a minimum, Steve, he said we have to get to when pit road's open. And I think tonight's issue now is he's worried that Bubba Wallace may not be able to make it back around until pit road is open. They also told William Byron, very high chance we're going to have to pit as well. So that would be first and third that feel like they have to pit.
Also, Bubba Wallace and William Byron are afraid they might not make it on fuel.
5 minutes. You have it said multiple times. 5 minutes for the race games, a handful of laps, Bubba Wallace doing everything. But all of this disappointment, though, I want to go back to the start of the day. Daly and I were down at the desk and talked about what it was like to race here. And then Jamie Miller told us about what it was like to win here. And all of this disappointment and turmoil and challenge and stress is what makes what Jamie Murray got to experience so wonderful, right? I mean, that's just it. You and I are we haven't raced every one, but we just know how much it means when you are able to kind of put everything together.
Larson running second, Allen.
I'm interested to see what's going to happen. We're going to have another overtime.
Just here reminding, hey, we are in a better fuel situation by 2 laps than Bubba, 3 laps better than Byron, so they feel confident. Again, they went through every scenario, should he run out, go to reserve, all that stuff. Don't hear the worry on the radio that they're about to run out.
I go back to Bubba Wallace, and you don't want to lose the lead here, right? And you don't want to run out of fuel, but this magnifies, because if you run out of gas, not only do you not win the race, you think about the points battle they're in, and now you have to make it stop, and maybe you don't get back around, and all those things. This is
pit road's open right now. Green light's open, coming through turn 4.
Okay, pit road is open. What do the teams do?
Just having to pit out the lead. The Brickyard 400.
No, Bubba Wallace doesn't pit. Neither does Byron.
Pit road was open that time. So takers, I think we looked at the right lights pretty well. They're right there, green light. Man.
living on the edge.
Well, now I'm confident we're going to have a third. If somebody's going to step in the go pedal, it's not going to go.
Marty?
A lot of debate on the radios if they, I'm hearing on William Byron's radio, if they choose next time, it will be really close. If they go one more lap, they cannot make it. So they might might have to come down pit road. And I will tell you what, since that radio communication from Charles tonight to Bubba Wallace, there has not been a word spoken
Man,
on
so
Wallace's radio to say, hey, come to pit road.
questionable on fuel for Bubba Wallace and William Byron.
You start thinking about shoes here. Bubba goes inside again, you assume. And then
They just said if they go another lap on pace lap, that's going to hurt William Byron. So, oh boy. This race would have been done probably like almost an hour ago if it wasn't for that rain caution.
Think about as you manage the cheese in these last moments in this race.
Marty? And Charles and I did say, stay out, save for your life. So Bubba Wallace, maybe...
Yeah, this could be a difference between Bubba Wallace making the playoffs or not. Having a battle of Larson here.
We should be coming to the choose. It would be really close, but we too, not pitting obviously. So if they choose here, Steve, these teams think it'll be really close to making it. If it really goes one more lap before they choose, they cannot make it. That's how tight it is in this field.
He's got that caution flag wrapped up in his hand. That time he was coming to the choose. I'm old school. I know we talk about the radio. I remember the Saturday night short track days where that's the guy that can charge everything. So.
Being a hero versus feeling the heartbreak in the Brickyard 400. Will be double overtime.
Oh boy. Something tells me we're going to have another overtime though.
Where the race is at, you ran all day long to put yourself in this position to succeed.
Oh, Chase Briscoe pits right behind. This is Nashville 2.0 possibly. Could have a lot of people run out of fuel. They're choosing this time. Byron goes to the bottom, Larson to the top.
The other thought here, Larson's already had one crack at it. So now you have a little bit of a glimpse of the game plan of what Bubba might
Wow.
do. Is it get more difficult if you're
The suspense is insane.
that caliber on a restart?
Bubba's one of the best in the series with restarts. I think you guys feel pretty confident. Take a look at the last restart. The 21 of Josh Berry. So the 23 of Bubba gets a really good line.
Yeah, the question is, will he even make it back to the line?
Trying to get over in front of the 5. And Josh Berry is pushing his foul on Larson back up to the outside of the 23. Giving Larson a shot there. Giving him an opportunity off in the turn 2.
There's going to be quite a lot of drivers being close on fuel.
That's experience that Bubba Wallace can expect on this next restart. I'm going to get this awesome incredible.
Everybody's saving. That's crazy. They're all weaving, getting their tires warmed up, trying to save as much fuel as they can.
Bubba would love, though, to get another great launch and see if he can clear right in front of that foul car. What do you want to do? Switch.
At this point, a registered nurse, some guys run the pickup split. Heads up. There's no reason for heads up.
Man, I'm so nervous. Are they going to make it back to the line, or are they going to run out of fuel and bring out a caution? This race may never end.
Good thing, I guess it's a good thing. With a banked racetrack, a high banked racetrack, sometimes you have problems with the yellow and the power. They don't go over here. We're seeing flash. And it's pretty big too, though. Fewer where it used to be.
Yeah, I'm nervous for Bubba. For any of these guys that are running out. I'm also nervous for the guys that have to avoid what kind of chain reaction that might create, right? So some accidents sort of 15th place.
All right, here we go. Will they make it on fuel, or will we have another overtime? Or will we get to the last lap to make it official? Bubba Wallace and Larson, once again, side by side. 3 flags back in the air. And Bubba Wallace is going to clear Larson. Now, will they make it back? Larson's in the catbird seat. If they run out of fuel. Cars up the track. Okay. 1 lap to go for Bubba Wallace. Does he have enough fuel to make it? Larson's just got to hope that Bubba Wallace makes a mistake or runs out. That's the only way he's going to win. Another one. Bubba Wallace has not got a win since Kansas of 2022. And Larson right behind, trying to go back-to-back. And Bubba Wallace going for turn 3. William Byron's out of fuel. Will Wallace make it to the line? Bubba Wallace. Well, is he going to hold up? And Bubba Wallace wins the Indy 500, the Brickyard 400, not the Indy 500. Almost got my races mixed up, but he wins the Brickyard 400. He had just enough to win that race. I'm glad that race is ended, though. I did not want to sit through another overtime and have to keep sitting here. And Ty Gibbs wins the in-season challenge.
This will be a popular victory in the garage. Bubba's got lots of friends among his competitors. See one of his best friends, Brian Blaney. Really happy.
Wow.
What a job by the field.
Yeah, Bubba Wallace, first win since Kansas in 2022.
Wallace busts the bubble and wins his way to the playoffs.
Character, confidence, and community shape every scholar's journey. With 10 years of service to the St. Louis area,
When he started 2011, and Michael Jordan very aggressively said a few years ago at Daytona,
together to grow strong, future-ready leaders. Learning and a culture of belonging.
always got a chip on his shoulder, you know?
Thrive. Start your story with us.
He's a father. His mindset has changed. And I go back to Michael Jordan at Daytona prior to that first year of competition in 2011. They said, our expectations.
Oh, he has enough fuel for a burnout.
And they continue to deliver.
Honestly, that's going to be a slap in the face of NASCAR with the lawsuit they're going through. 23-11.
The same speeds that they showed in 2024.
Wow. What drama to the end.
With the checker flag, opportunity to get the race forever. Brickyard 400 winning.
Second place on Saturday. First on Sunday for Bubba Wallace. Turned a front row start into a trip to victory lanes. Fourth latest career. In Talladega, Kansas prior to today. 9th win all time for Tony Greenland. Toyota was number 198.
Wow, what a finish. Let's look at the top 10. So we had Bubba Wallace win, Larson in second. Third, Denny Hamlin. Fourth, Ryan Preece. Fifth, Brad Keselowski. Sixth, Todd Gilliland. Seventh, Ryan Blaney. Eighth, Christopher Bell. Ninth, Alex Bowman. And 10th, Carson Hocevar. And Byron ran out of fuel and finished 16th. All right, guys. Podcast is going to be interesting, so I'll see you guys then.